Episode of Bucket City. We got one of the coldest white boys I have ever met, and my
Oh
boy
my
Alex.
god.
We got Rel, the usual suspect, and Rose.
You're
Shout out to my man Alex. He been
okay.
trying to come on here for a while, so we got him on here, man.
Shout out to
He
A
low
Book.
key he'll give any of the viewer buckets. Y'all should know that.
Uh,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
we got
Thoughts
Going.
on Celtics versus Warriors game one? Go ahead, Alex. What's your thoughts on that game one?
Uh, I mean, that was about like as ridiculous of a fourth quarter as I've ever seen, like in a game. Period. I mean, I think that the moral of the story there is the Warriors just collapsed. I mean, it was a combination of the Celtics just being on one, and then like the Warriors just not making the right decisions on offense. I mean, the Celtics started off the fourth quarter hitting 8 straight 3-pointers. I think they hit 10 in the fourth quarter, maybe 9. Um, I think there's a little bit of concern there. Anyone that's pulling for the Warriors in the series that's saying they're not worried, I think they're lying to themselves because like this it's a little bit concerning because like already the Celtics have sort of figured out that matchup. They match up pretty well with any lineup the Warriors can put out there. So let's see. I think it's going to be a close series, but shout out to the Celtics. They pulled it out.
So my beef with last night, and I praise him a lot. I said it in the group chat. If the Warriors win, I may have Klay Thompson better than Ray Allen all time. But last night,
Nasty.
Klay Thompson giving you 15 points. Andrew Wiggins is your next best leading scorer with 20. That's not bad. He was kind of efficient, but I think in the fourth quarter it was 40-16, and I think that's what really made a difference. You let the Celtics score. They were for one, y'all were up 13 going into the fourth quarter. They were up like 13 or 15, something like that. Then in a fourth quarter, in a closing moment, you let them score 40. And to me, where it's weird is that that's where the Celtics failed the most to me in this playoffs was the fourth quarter. They didn't play that well in fourth quarters through different series like Boston, the Bucks, the Nets, Miami some games. So them playing out of their mind in that fourth quarter and giving them 40 points. I think Al Horford dropped 20 points in the fourth. Derek White scored like 10 points in the fourth. It was crazy. The fourth quarter was really what got me. I think I'm not putting an excuse out there. I think Curry tweaked his ankle yesterday when his shoe came off. But also, I asked Josh this early in a group chat. I was trying to figure out, do you think Celtics game plan was like make Curry beat us, make like have Curry do everything and beat us, have him beat us because the way they were falling back on 3 pointers, I didn't kind of understand it. The way they were playing defense, like they were falling back, letting him shoot, or like they're trying to overplay it but still give him enough space to get his shot off. I think in the second quarter he only took 2 shots, didn't make no points. Um, I don't know what he really. I can't remember what he did in the third quarter, but I wonder if they're trying to do it as a like Curry beat us, and yeah, and my agenda's still alive. RJ Barrett, yes, is still better than Jordan Poole.
Oh my god, he went
Your
crazy.
man's your man's wasn't efficient last night. 9-2-2. RJ Barrett's doing that first quarter. Facts.
So I
But
want to
hey,
I want to
I'm
let
just saying,
Rose and
man.
Josh go first, but I mean I can tell you what the Celtics were doing out there. I know exactly what they were doing on defense.
What they was doing, Alex? Break it down to us.
I mean they were basically like what we saw with the Warriors last night is they can't play. They can't have two guys on the floor. They can only have one guy that's a non-shooter. Like anytime they had, for whatever reason, in the fourth quarter, they had Iggy and Draymond out there at the same time for like 5-6 minutes of that fourth quarter. And basically, what the Celtics would do is they were just worrying about everything that was not Draymond and not Andre Iguodala. Like they were not they dared Draymond and Iggy to shoot in that late in that game. They dared Draymond to shoot all game, basically like they were able to just sort of like not worry about Draymond. Draymond was almost a liability on offense last night. He was terrible. He was by far the worst player in that game. He wasn't even good on defense. Al Horford cooked him. But the Celtics would pretty much
Facts.
just switch on everything where they could. Horford hedged off any screen that happened up top with Curry towards the end of the game. At the start of the game, they were playing more like drop. They were playing like drop coverage. And into that fourth quarter, they started stepping up on everything. And they started moving Horford up there because Robert Williams, he was kind of getting cooked a little bit by Curry at times. So Horford was doing much better. So Horford will hedge off. And then the guys like you got Tatum, you got Derek White, you got Jaylen Brown. And then you had like guys like Marcus Smart who could like they can switch on everything, and they're really good. Especially Derek White, he's super good at like slipping screens. They just match up well. But the Celtics, I think, were just sort of like when Draymond was out there, they just let him stay open, and they addressed everything else, and they were able to sort of neutralize them in that last quarter. But the Warriors, they can't have two or more. They can't have two guys that can't space well on that.
One thing, I think another thing that we've seen is that, on Clubhouse we heard, we don't need James Wiseman. We don't need James Wiseman. I think they really do need a big man. Because Kevin Looney is like, I think Kevin Looney is, what's the call size? I think he's Jason Tatum height. And I think, like he's not a real, like, let me not say he's not a real, but he's not a tall big man. You understand what I'm saying? So when you throw Robert Williams out there, that's a rebound getter. You have Daniel Tice. You have Al Horford out there on the floor. Those kind of height and size, what those give you, like the offensive rebounds. Because I think in the fourth quarter, the Celtics got a lot of offensive rebounds too. Al Horford down low, banking, getting rebounds over Draymond and Kevin Looney. I do think they need a actual big man to get rebounds. It is game one. Like game two is Sunday, but from what I see in game one, they do need to get a big man that's actually gonna grab boards.
Facts.
I think the biggest swing of the game and to me the crucial part of the game, I think Boston was starting to make the comeback, and for whatever reason, Golden State couldn't fucking score a basket for 5 minutes fourth quarter. When you got that type of drought in a crucial part of the game, when a team is not only going on a run but it's starting to come back on you and it's starting to teeter in the lead, I think that was the determining factor for Boston. They never looked back after that, and then it was over after that. Like they had busted.
I don't even know what. My fault to cut you off. I don't even know what happened when Al Horford made it 103 to 103. I promise you, I looked at my phone. It was 109 to 103, and then in that moment, I'm like, "What's going on?"
So what happened was, if I'm not mistaken, Alex, tell me if I'm wrong. It was like a broken play, and they had Derek White is his name, right? I want to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Derek White was. And they kicked him out to hit in the corner. I swear, Steph couldn't play any better defense than what he played. He could, literally, and Derek White hit that mug like right in his face. So me, like that, I was like, oh, bro, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna lose this game because they're going tit for tat. And I just felt like they took Golden State punt at that point. I was like, yeah, it's over. But I didn't think they would win game one. Not to cut anybody off, I didn't think they was gonna win game one. I thought Golden State was win and Boston was gonna possibly win game two. But man, it's not looking good for Golden State.
Yo, so what happened though was, Rel, after that timeout, it was 106-103. And it's funny because like they were they had a live thing of Steve Kerr talking to his team, and during that timeout, they come out of the timeout. They said like Draymond sets some sort of back screen or something. He gets the ball at the 45 at the 3-point line, and Al Horford's on him, and he makes a terrible pass, turns the ball over. They come down, and Derek White hits a three, and that was kind of the thing about Draymond. Like wasn't able to do his whole bird's eye view thing and like really facilitate because Horford is like so big. He was giving him issues there, and like he made a really bad turnover. They come down. Next thing you know, they're up 6. But
Yeah.
the Warriors weren't able to score because even Ime Udoka said it. They were basically their whole strategy was like, look, they were getting a hell of threes. We're gonna make this team beat us inside the 3-point line. So they started switching on everything. They started hedging off everything. They wouldn't give anybody any room outside, and they moved Robert Williams to more of like this free safety kind of like free roam position because that's where he's best. So like that's when I remember like Curry had an open look at the rim because they sort of let that backdoor cut happen, and Robert Williams packs him at the rim, and like that was the whole strategy. They were trying to eliminate the 3 ball, bring them in, and beat them like that. But in addition to that, like we can't forget, like that was almost infuriating to watch. That was such a miracle run the Celtics had, like hitting all those shots. The shots that Derek White was hitting, this man turned into like Ray Allen out there. Like he was like everyone's hands in his face, hitting shots. Al Horford was getting crazy open looks, which is on Draymond. Draymond was sagging off him most of the time. I don't know why the Warriors weren't playing Wiggins more in that last part of the game. I didn't really get that, but look, it was a combination of the Warriors not being able to get any looks because of the defensive switch up on the Celtics end, and then the Celtics just having the game of their lives on offense. So.
Gosh, you didn't tell me your thoughts. You was eating, so go ahead.
Oh, Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Yeah,
All right.
come on now. But like,
He
come
did
on.
he did start carrying though.
Yeah, like, come on.
People don't talk about this enough, man. Jason Tatum, everyone says. I'm starting to realize, how everyone says Jason Tatum's top 5. I'm starting to realize, like, I don't know if Jason Tatum's top 5, but I think he plays like a top 5 player often. If that makes any sense, it's just like he's not like
I know what Alex means. It's like
he's not consistent enough. That's the
problem.
basically
when he plays good, he
looks like 5 when he's playing like his best game, but like then he'll have nights where it's like, what the hell? Like my feelings about Tatum fluctuate so much, but we can't forget, like, I know Tatum's like that, yada yada, but like he had a guy on his team this year that put up 24 a game. It's like we're just gonna pretend like Tatum's that dude like that. Like
interesting. That's crazy because I tried to tell them that, Alex, but they won't listen to me.
We didn't gave Jaylen Brown his flowers. Me personally, I didn't gave Jaylen Brown his flowers the entire time we've been talking about him. But I'm gonna ask you.
Y'all told me if we were to split him up, Tatum go get more wins. That's what y'all told me.
Interrupt me, please.
Go ahead, be nasty. Go ahead, be nasty.
Starting the franchise, who are you picking? Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? If you had to pick one.
I'm taking Tatum. I'm taking Tatum. But the way I would look at the Celtics, like I don't think it's like a true 1 and number 2 option. I think it's like a 1A, 1B. I really do. Like, I know it sounds hot, man, but like Jaylen Brown, like
I've been trying to tell y'all this. Y'all don't listen.
There are obvious.
I don't think.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If it's like
this much of a gap,
why did you pick Tatum over Brown?
Because I still think Tatum is like more of a prolific player, I guess, and like he just seems like a better foundational piece. He's stayed healthier too. And I would argue that Brown is almost like a little more streaky, I guess. I don't know. I mean, but like, it's weird with the Celtics because like it depends on the night. Like there are literally nights where Jaylen Brown's like the best player on the court, but then there are many nights where Tatum's the best player on the court. But I'm still taking Tatum because I think he's got an edge. I don't think the defense is that crazy. He's a little bigger. I just think he's probably a little better on offense. He's just a better player, but it's not by a huge gap. But there is like I do think Tatum's the better player though. I'm not gonna sit here and say Brown's better than him. Like Josh,
I'll say it for you.
He's pushing this agenda since we've been doing this podcast. So however long we've been doing this podcast, he's been telling me Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum.
That's a fact. The only reason why I understand y'all picking Tatum because he has more talent. So obviously you're gonna pick the more talented player. But in terms of like, if we just take that
I
talent
told
away,
you,
they're
Josh.
the same
I
player.
don't think so,
I'm
bro.
still taking Brown. Regardless.
I think
But I
Jaylen
understand why
Brown
y'all
is
take
more.
Tatum. It's not
I
crazy.
think Jaylen Brown is actually more talented than Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum is just a better player.
See, I have it the other way around from you.
Because I think when we talk about talent, like this, but this is why it's been my biggest argument. Y'all know I've argued this talent over scoring.
That's
I've
a
argued
fact.
this all of the
I need
time.
a winning player.
But when I look at it talent wise, when I watch both of them on the floor, Jason Tatum doesn't really do a lot of moves. Like he does the little side step, he does the swipe through, he does a post fade. He doesn't really do a lot of like crafty moves. That's more of Jaylen Brown thing. He'll do the tween spin up and under, body a player, go over top. Like to me, that is Jaylen Brown, bro. I think Jaylen Brown, like his skill set might be more. He might have better. He might be more skilled than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is just the better player, and I've said that though, and I personally do. Even when I watch them, the up and unders, the spins, the tween in between the legs, the step back, like I think he might just be more skilled than Jason, but Jason is just a better player.
See, the way you look at it, I look at it the other way.
Bro, y'all nasty, bro. Next time.
Listen, man. Brown over Tatum. KD or Curry? You got both of these play at the draft board. Which one y'all taking? Which one would you rather have?
I'm taking Curry.
Curry.
Rose, who you taking?
Like right now or all time, like I need to know the parameter.
That's a fact. You said who, Rose?
No, I said what's the parameters all time right now? Period. Like either all. I think either question is Steph though. That's the crazy part. So I say Steph.
Well,
I can't believe I'm gonna be the guy to actually pick this, man. I'm actually picking KD.
No, nigga, there's no fucking way,
no,
bro.
no,
If I'm,
no, no.
I said
actually,
starting a franchise. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm picking KD over Curry.
no, picking Curry.
Listen, bro. We see what the Warriors have built around Steph Curry. Like
Yeah, I'm not.
people build around KD like that to be that successful. You can argue Steph, in the Warriors they had favorable matchups, yada yada, but like they got the medals, they got the trophies to show for it, and like yeah, I just think Steph Curry is like the whole inspiration behind like why that team's successful, and like we're seeing now that like KD like was a perfect guy to drop into that system, but like I don't know. I think this year, like in the finals, it'll sort of confirm. Like if the Warriors first win this series, like it's like Curry over KD confirmed almost. Like I feel like because it's like it shows like they don't like not long after KD dips, they still like about to win. Like I don't know. They really haven't missed that much of a beat.
Okay, so my question is, why would you pick KD over Curry, Josh?
If I'm starting a franchise, I feel like with Curry, I'm gonna need more versus KD. When I saw KD with OKC, it was just him and Westbrook, and he was meant to take that team, well, along with Westbrook, to the finals. That wasn't the best roster. That roster was atrocious, by the way. That roster was horrible. Whole bunch of 3-and-D players. With Curry, if I start a franchise with Curry, I'm not confident with him being my main playmaker. That's me personally. I don't want him being my playmaker. That's me. So I feel like now I have to draft another playmaker.
Bro, no, stop it right there. Who was the playmaker for their first championship run?
I still say it was Dre.
Who?
Dre.
Draymond.
Yes, Draymond.
Nah,
Yes,
you bugging out, Josh. You bugging out, Josh.
Draymond was okay. So what was Draymond doing? So he wasn't facilitating at all. That's what y'all telling me. He didn't facilitate at all.
He was facilitating, but he was mainly the defensive anchor, bro. He was. I don't think he was that. I don't think he was that main facilitator like you're thinking about, bro.
Bro,
To me, it was him.
You're tripping. For you to try to
I don't trust Curry as my main facilitator either way. Like I look at him as a shooting guard.
Right.
That's what I see him as, a shooting guard. I don't
I'm
see
not
him as a
Josh,
point guard like yeah.
Josh,
That's
Josh,
me.
Josh, Josh. I'm not debating you about the main facilitator. Regardless of that, who do you trust more as the main guy?
Who do I trust more as the main guy?
Yes.
you gotta give me Curry, bro.
Real, I know you gonna say Curry. I'm asking
I
Josh.
listen. This is why I'm taking KD. I see him be more
Josh,
successful with less. That's the
So
only reason
so
why I'm
now,
taking him.
so Josh, look at it. Let me ask you a simple question like this: Would you rather wait 8 years for a player that turns into a finals, not a finals, MVP caliber player, and he turns into an MVP caliber player, and then let's say like on his ninth year he turns into a championship player, or would you want somebody that let's say they fourth season they turn into an MVP caliber player, and then in their like their 11th, 13th season they leave your team to go to another team to win? Which one would you rather have? The guy that just was hurt in the beginning, he stuck it out, but hey, when he's actually healthy, you see it's championship material. Through a little bit of drafting, through a little bit of time, but then when a guy that you have, he had obviously two other MVPs, a six man at the time, but still couldn't get it done. But I'm taking, bro. If you look at it, all those
But
years Kevin Durant,
you're using foresight for this whole scenario. This is all foresight. If I'm
but
looking at it from that time, that particular time, not the future, just from that time, come on now.
We
That's
not.
not fair to
look,
do.
look,
Because
That's not the parameters you gave us,
if we
though.
look at it from that point in time, KD did more
That's
with less versus Curry. Like, come
that's
on
not
now.
that's
Y'all
not.
being nasty now.
so
hold
look,
on, how did KD do it more with less when he had Russ and
Oh,
Harden?
he had James Harden was streaky. He wasn't the best, and we seen him disappear
And that's
in
why he was
playoff
a
series. Like, come on
and that's
now.
why he was a 6 man of
And
the year.
outside of that, who else can you name on that roster that was good? Please
Serge
help me. Let
Ibaka,
me
Serge
know.
Ibaka was a good defensive player. Come on, don't do that.
listen,
Don't do
Who
that.
else?
look,
Okay, a good defensive player versus
And
He was
Curry.
a
You
good
offense,
had
defense.
Klay Thompson, one of the
offense,
greatest shooters. Then you throw in Draymond, a great defender and playmaker. Like, come
But
on now.
it did not start off like that. That's what you
Then you throw in Harrison Barnes into the mix.
bro.
Then you
It did not
have
start
David West in the
bro.
mix. Come on now.
Josh, it did not start off like that, bro. It did not start off like that.
So what did it start off
listen.
as?
So look, I can end this quick. All you gotta say is we'll
but
see.
for you to even say that argument, they had a 3-1 lead against that team.
I get that, but y'all using foresight. I'm talking about starting my franchise from scratch.
And
I'm
again,
picking Kevin Durant over
but
Curry. Y'all
but
are
Josh,
trying to use the argument of what he has done. That's the argument you're trying to pull into this. I'm thinking as it is. Let's just act like I don't know nothing. I don't know what their career is gonna be. I don't know. Let's just say it's two players who play similar like these two players. Y'all all taking the Curry like play, right? The Curry prototype, correct?
no, again, Josh, I understand what you're trying to say, but that's not the parameters that you gave us. You just flat out asked us who we taking, and that's why I asked you what
I
the
said who you start
parameters.
your team with, your franchise with. That's what
And
I
then
asked.
you didn't say about the whole about not knowing their parameters of their careers. Of course, when you look at it, Steph was not viewed the way he's viewed now. They had 2 point guards drafted above Steph. That shows you they didn't think Steph coming out of college was just generational talent. Like he got drafted above
Basically, T,
fucking
that's what I'm saying. If
rookie,
I just had
and
a
fucking
scout, a draft
John
scout
Flynn.
report on them.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand your point, but if you put in the parameters that you, of course, people would probably draft Kevin Durant.
So Josh,
What-
you're not
no,
saying this from like what we know now. It's all just like
No, no, you don't know history.
damn.
Because
So
if I pull in history, it's not fair. Everybody's gonna pick Curry. That makes the question boring. Y'all
oh,
all
well,
gonna
But
say
then
Curry.
also,
look, I
but then
mean,
also,
everybody would pick KD. Then I feel like, I mean, a 6'10" dude that can stroke it like that, like you know.
bro,
I
but
mean,
also, if you look at it, Josh, to me, the reason that I don't think everybody would pick KD because we still know guys that think Kevin Durant is a top tier talent in the league. Like he might be 2 or 1. We know guys that will still argue things like that, but To me, I'm picking Curry just for the simple fact that I understand he was injury prone in the beginning, broken ankles, injuries. He wasn't. But even if you want to erase what they did right now, you cannot say Kevin Durant did more or less because even what you just said, you're still using what we know now. You said Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters ever. What was we considering Klay Thompson at in 2014? 2013? No, he was not.
He was a great shooter. He wasn't
No,
the
he
best,
was
but he's still a
not.
great shooter.
No, Josh.
In
We was not
2014, he was
calling
a great
him.
shooter.
Josh, we
Rel,
was
if I
not
go look
calling.
at these numbers, bro, and
Josh,
it
we
doesn't
were
give,
not.
all right,
But
let me look at the
what
numbers,
you
bro.
said, we were
All
not
right.
calling him one of the greatest shooters, bro. That's what we not were calling him. We were not calling him that, and you know that. We was not calling him that. We was looking at it like, he cool. But nobody was saying, yo, he's this great, excellent, outstanding shooter. Nobody was saying
And
that about Klay Thompson.
during that time, he was one of the best two-way players because it wasn't that many in the league.
Come on, bro. Come on, Josh. Stop that, bro. Stop that. At that time, he was one of the best two-way players. In
Yeah.
2013, 2014, you telling me people was calling him what the you telling me people was calling him the best two-way? Come on, bro. You talking about we looking at it from hindsight, you're looking at it from hindsight too.
Why you keep talking about 2013, 14? Why you keep going to that year?
Because if
They lost in
you
the first
saying
round. Why
you
you keep going
all
back to that
right,
year?
because you're saying what we know now. So we have to remove Kevin, we have to remove
You
him,
mean
the 60-point games and all that. If what we know now, you're gonna tell me that if we line up, you're telling me if I line up Russell Westbrook and Klay Thompson, back then people are gonna take Klay Thompson over Russell Westbrook. That tell me that with a straight face, not right now, back then.
in 2013, 14?
Tell me that, please tell me that. Because if you say
I
that
mean,
now, I'm
aren't y'all the
telling
same people who always talk about efficiency? Y'all the same people that always preach that efficiency stuff, right?
Josh, I'm asking you in 2013, from 2012 to 2014, tell me anybody in a right mind that say, I will, besides Golden State fans, that will say, I will take Klay
Oh
over
my.
Westbrook. Nobody will say that, bro.
If you look at their numbers, they're like the numbers are not that much different in
Oh
scoring.
my
So like, what are you
God,
taking Westbrook for?
bro.
I'm asking you. And Clay's are
At
more
that,
efficient. So what now?
so now what does that say about Westbrook? If he was neck to neck with Klay Thompson in 2014, has he ever been really that good? Come
Uh,
on, bro. We're not
why-
doing this, bro.
this is why. What am I listening to? I was distracted for a second. What am I listening to?
No, I'm just asking him if you want to take away everything that we know now, so bring it back to 2014, 2013, 2012 when them guys was playing and nobody had a championship yet. You're gonna tell me that you taking Klay Thompson over 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 Westbrook? You taking no.
That also depends on your team and what you need.
Man, all right, man. Man, oh, so. This is sick,
If
Josh. You nasty. That's nasty.
how am I sick? What did I do?
Nah, this is nasty, bro.
All right, next topic, because we clearly got this totally wrong.
If
Yeah,
Curry
I'm
doesn't win
taking.
Finals MVP, how does that affect his legacy? No, everybody don't talk at once now.
I just think it don't affect it at all because I think he could just add on. He could only pretty much, do things to either elevate himself or he could have some mini meltdowns that could possibly either push niggas' agendas. So I think me personally, it doesn't do nothing. Like if he doesn't win Finals MVP, say they win another ring, but he don't win Finals MVP. Okay, oh so well, he has another ring, and I don't think that affects his legacy at all. I think his legacy is pretty much what it is. People either like him and say he's the greatest shooter, and overhype him and put him like top 10, or some people say he's like 15, 20. There's other people. There's all types of people rank him all types of ways. So
So a top top 10 player for the last 10 years, let's say, right? Wins 4 rings, and you mean to tell me he couldn't get a Finals MVP in one of them? Not one.
Yeah, he needs that Finals MVP.
Like, come on.
He needs it. Like
He
just for like
needs-
he'll have a black cloud over his career for like forever. He doesn't get that. Like he's always gonna get criticism because, we could say like in some of these series, like his fine and even in the playoffs, sometimes his play drops off from the regular season. Like we know like he's got those MVPs, he's got the championships, but like I think he needs like I don't know, man. He needs like one of these performances that sort of cements him as like an all-time great. Like how many all-time greats in the top 10, top 15 like don't have a Finals MVP?
But let me ask you a question. I don't mean to cut you off. How many rings? I know I'm smoking and I'm high. How many rings Steph got?
He has 3 right now.
If he wins, he'll
2
have
with
4.
KD. Yeah, he'll be his 4th ring if he wins one this year.
So I can honestly. So who won? Obviously, KD won Finals MVP the 2 years he was in Golden State, right?
Yeah.
And then the 1 year Iguodala.
And then this year, let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say Jordan Poole or Klay Thompson wins it.
Yeah, I would say he only 1 year, one legit year to win it in his 3 rings because I don't think he was going to win it over KD. And then this year, yeah, I would say it when I think about it and you put it in context like that, yeah, it may do. Because it's like you won 4 rings and you didn't win one Finals MVP. I know you didn't probably want to win one with the KD Warriors.
Yeah, those 2. Yeah,
but 2 you probably should have.
I do think there's gonna put a cloud on his legacy, and just because of what Rose said, and and people are gonna look at it years from now in hindsight, like 3 years, like 4 championships, no Finals MVP. Everybody say he was nice, but you have MVPs. But was you really that nice on the championship team? And I think that's what's gonna hurt him. That's what's gonna hurt him the most. Not a Finals MVP, but like, even if they win it this year and he don't get it, I think they might just not like him, bro. They give it to like Andrew Wiggins, like Klay Thompson, like bro. Andre Iguodala was bad. I understand the 2 Kevin Durant. I get it, but like if Andrew Wiggins get it this year, or like Jordan Poole wins it, bro, or like Kevin Looney, some random like come on, bro.
This nigga, Kevin Looney is fucking sick. If he win Finals MVP, bro, that'd be bro. Somebody who ever bet on Kevin Looney to win Finals MVP about to hit a bag.
So look, realistically, the guys that have a chance to get it, like in my opinion, are Steph, Klay, and Wiggins. Like I think that's really it. Like Draymond's bum ass ain't touching that shit. Like I don't know. He needs to go out there in game 2 and at least pretend like he knows how to play basketball because in game 1, that was not fun to watch. I mean, I think it's between those 3 guys though. I mean maybe Poole, but like I don't think this is Poole's series to like go off. He's gonna be a guy that's asked like he'll probably play bigger minutes for sure still, but like most of the volume is gonna come from those 3 guys I mentioned. So I think. Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm sitting here thinking about it. We're talking about the Warriors. Me, you, Rose, we didn't argue back and forth about the Celtics. Who will get Finals MVP? Fuck around, Marcus Smart gets Finals MVP.
Bro.
Okay.
That'll kill my Tinder. My Tinder is done.
I swear, bro, word of my mother, bro, I was thinking that last night. The way Al Horford played this whole playoffs, and if he keep playing like this in the finals, they might fuck around and say Al Horford.
Yo, do you know that Al Horford's taking almost 5 threes a game on 46% from 3?
My boy is playing out of his mind right now, bro. And I'm the sad part about it, I'm actually happy for him. Like, and people not paying attention. He took this shit low key. He kissed the crowd goodbye last night, and no, man. Al Horford letting y'all know what's up.
Yeah. So, but I think Steph Curry needs that. He needs that Finals MVP just for like his legacy. Like that's a weird like, and I know it's been tough. Like you couldn't really expect him to get it in those two chips with KD. It was, I mean, Iggy. You could have argued Steph could have gotten it then, but like this year, like the stage is set for him to like take it and like show that he's Stephen Curry. But they gotta also
You
win.
know
They
what?
gotta win. They gotta win the chip too. Like,
You know what? With this conversation, how many Finals MVPs Bill Russell got?
didn't they not have the award back then? Or am I wrong?
No, I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure.
I thought they gave it. I thought they only started having it late into his run. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, late in his run, he doesn't have
Like
one.
it was later on in the '60s.
Hold on,
Yeah.
but even if it came later on in his run, wouldn't he still have one?
Let me see.
I mean, Wilt got one from 71, 72.
Nah, I know Will would have one in 71 and 72 because in that time they was giving it out.
That was the end of his career. Next season was his last season.
Yeah.
That man was 35. Oh my lord! What
So
did he
how
put in
many?
the playoffs?
Oh nah, Will Chamberlain is a historic bad playoff player.
Yeah. So the first. Yeah. Hold on.
Cause what year did Jerry West get his?
That was the first
the
one.
the first Finals MVP was '69, and that was when the Celtics won and they gave it to Jerry West. And that was Bill
Okay.
Russell's. That was Bill Russell's last ring, I think. So
I mean that's crazy though.
but dude, he would have. Listen, bro.
Imagine being a loser and still winning Finals MVP.
If
I
they
don't
had
want
that
that shit.
award, isn't the award named the Bill Russell Award?
Yeah, it's the Bill. Yeah, the Finals MVP is the Bill Russell. It's the Bill Russell Award.
He would have won that shit every damn year. He's probably pissed.
Yeah,
They didn't have him.
he would have had 9 of them shits under his belt.
He would have had them all, except for that Jerry West year, I guess.
Don't get real started with Jerry West.
And walk-on Fusion is better, but people say that's my Knicks bias, but okay.
Okay, we got a little game. It's Jordan Poole, or I'm gonna give y'all NBA player, and y'all tell me who's better. Tyler Hero.
God damn, bro, you got it.
Tyler Hero.
All right, Rose said Tyler. Who you got, Alex?
I'm gonna go Jordan Poole by a smidgen.
Rel, who you taking?
Tyler. I'm taking my boy Tyler.
RJ Barrett or Jordan Poole? Rel, we all know who you taking.
I'm taking RJ.
Poole, bro. Get that hate out your heart.
Alex, who you taking?
I'm taking RJ.
Alex, the only one thinking. Y'all two just throwing it out there. He actually thinking.
Yeah, man. I think it's super close again, but I'm gonna go Jordan Poole by nothing. But yeah, man, it just comes down to RJ being inefficient.
Desmond Bain or Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole.
Desmond Bain.
Wow.
Rel, you the Rel. You the only one that picked him.
I mean, I think this season, of the 4 players we've named so far, I think Desmond Bain's the best player.
He's had the best. Yes.
I think he is.
I think I all know your answer to this, but I still want to ask it. Klay Thompson or Jordan Poole?
Oh, come on, bro.
Klay Thompson.
I heard some Warrior fans go crazy talking about Jordan Poole better than Klay Thompson. He need to start. I'm just asking questions.
For a couple games, it might have been Jordan Poole, but not enough for me to say he's better. So
come on, Alex. That's what I'm saying, Alex.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all been on Clubhouse. You heard these Warrior fans go crazy. Y'all had to ask. Tyrese Maxey or Jordan Poole?
Maxi.
Maxi.
Rel, who you taking? Look like he frozen anyway. She probably won't
Yeah,
say
he
Maxi.
was.
Yo,
Jordan Poole or Maxi? Who you taking, Rel?
I'm taking Maxi.
Jalen Brunson or Jordan Poole?
Oh,
Brunson.
give me give me Poole. Give me Poole. I'm not doing that, bro. Give me Poole. Give me Poole.
Nah, give me Brunson.
Rose, who you taking? You the deciding. You the
Bro.
deciding vote.
Bro, first of all, bro, no disrespect to Jordan Poole, bro. He wasn't averaging 30. He wasn't averaging 30 for a playoff series, bro.
Jordan Clarkson or Jordan Poole?
All right, bro. I don't know about this.
I'm taking Jordan Poole, bro. I'm taking Jordan Poole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jordan.
Jordan
Poole on
Clarkson is nice though, but I'm taking Jordan Poole.
that. Yeah.
Bro, can I say I don't know, bro? Because, man,
Talk about
They
Rose.
both-
This is a I don't know for you.
bro, Jordan Clarkson, bro, man.
What the heck?
He's like Jordan Poole. He's like sporadic. They're both like
Yeah,
sporadic players.
But
It's
I take
crazy.
Jordan Poole, bro. You put gun on my Poole, bro.
D'Angelo Russell or Jordan Poole?
Bro, D'Angelo Russell softer than cottontail tissue.
Nah, y'all not going. Yeah, Rose not going to like my answer on this one. Go ahead, Alex.
He got D-Lo. He definitely picking D-Lo.
I gotta go D'Lo still.
Yeah, I'm still picking D'Angelo. So
Y'all got mad at me for my fucking hesitation about Jordan Clarkson?
bro, I'm taking D'Lo took before Kyrie.
Nigga,
KD,
did you see in these playoffs? Don't even miss me, bro.
Yo, before Kyrie, like you said, the man, right? You love the man shit, right? Before Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, who took the Brooklyn Nets to the playoffs? Who took him there?
Nigga, D'Angelo Russell with a decent cast. And what happened a year after that? The nigga played like shit. You talk about 1 year, my nigga.
He got traded, bro. But
what the fuck that doing player? He got traded to the Warriors, nigga. What you talking about?
And then in that same season, then he get traded for Andrew Wiggins. He didn't play a full season with the Warriors.
Okay, what about even in the Timberwolves? Did he play like shit?
He's been injured.
All right, bro. Next subject, bro.
I'm still taking D'Angelo.
That goalpost keep moving. It was.
Nah,
Okay,
bro. As the man, he's been better.
What about Afari Simons, the dude from Portland, or Jordan Poole?
I'm taking Jordan Poole, bro. It's Anthony, but I'm taking Jordan Poole, bro. Taking Jordan Poole. I like Anthony Simons because I actually like his game and how he plays, but I'm taking Jordan Poole on that.
Yeah, it's just like.
And we haven't seen enough from Anthony. He got a cool like 20 game span, and then Poland told that nigga to sit down.
Tell him to sit down, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go Jordan Poole just because.
Way more than 20 games, bro. But okay.
Simons is nice. He's like that, but no disrespect, Rose. Trailblazers were just so bad, and like, I mean, he's like Simons had more opportunity to like show out on the Trailblazers than like Poole has with the Warriors, and like Poole is still, I don't know. I'm giving Poole the slight edge.
What about
like that?
It's two. I wouldn't be mad at that.
What about KPJ or Jordan Poole?
You said KPJ?
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not big on none of them. None of them guys in Houston. I'm not big on none of them niggas in Houston, bro. But I'm taking Jordan Poole. I'm taking Jordan Poole, bro. I'm not big on nothing that's coming out of Houston right now. Even my life on Christian Woods fell a little bit, bro. I'm not big on nothing that's coming out of it right now.
Rose, who you taking? KPJ or Poole?
Poole, bro. I'm just like, bro. I'm not big on none of them Houston niggas.
What y'all got against the Houston niggas? What they do to y'all?
They all look like role. I'm not gonna lie. Houston look like a bunch of role players right now, bro. They all look like role players, bro. None of them are consistent. None of them are like. Even what's their guard name? Jalen Green.
Yeah,
Whatever his name is, bro. None of them.
yeah, Jalen Green.
He doesn't. If he was drafted to a good team, bro, I don't think he would be starting. I don't think he would be starting, bro.
I mean,
Even
he
if
was
he
a
was,
lottery pick.
even if he was traded to a good team, bro, I don't think he should be starting, bro. He needs to like. I don't know. I'm not big on nothing that's in Houston right now, bro. Christian Woods might be the Christian Woods might be the best player in Houston, bro. I don't know, bro. That's me
Christian
though.
Wood
Like,
might be the best player in Houston. Go crazy,
bro, that's me, bro.
crazy.
I promise
I actually
Christian Woods
like
might be the best player in Houston right now.
I like that kid Josh Christopher, and I like that Şengün guy, the Turkish kid.
Shane Goon, but yeah.
They're both like
Şengün,
super. They're rotational kids though. It's like they're not really. But like I like them as players, but I'm not impressed with the team. Yeah, like I've honestly of all teams in the league, I probably paid the least amount of attention to Houston. Like I don't really know. I don't really know
like
their team.
even Jalen Green, all of that, bro. I think Jalen, Jalen Green doesn't develop a jump shot or becomes efficient, bro. Bro, he might be Dennis. He might be Dennis. Dennis
Shooter.
Smith.
Oh my God, he just went Dennis
He might be
Smith.
Dennis Smith.
Let's
Bro,
see.
what did people love about Dennis Smith? Oh
His
my God, he
athleticism.
can jump. He can, bro. What people, bro? He's not. He wasn't an efficient player. He was basically able to jump through the ceiling. That's Jalen Green right now, bro. If he doesn't become efficient and become a better playmaker, he's Dennis Smith, bro. He is Dennis Smith.
Dennis Smith go crazy.
Well, he's like, isn't Jeff? What's his name? Green, Jalen Green. He's bigger, is he not? Is he like 6'7"?
Yeah,
6'6".
Yeah, I think Jalen Green like 6'6".
Okay. But Dennis Smith was like 6'2".
Well, 6'4".
Dennis
This
Smith
now
is
6'4".
Dennis Smith is 6 feet.
Bro, I used to walk.
Nah, I'm talking about
Nah,
Jalen
listen,
Green.
I'll tell you, I
He's
used to walk
6
by
feet.
Dennis Smith. I've seen Dennis Smith in person many times. He's like a little bit bigger than me. I'm like 6'1".
They be lying about that height. Y'all know this.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These basketball
maybe
players
he's more like 6'3",
bro,
but he's no bigger than 6'3" at best.
he might
So
be
y'all
6'2", honestly.
Y'all think Tyler Hero should start for the
And
Miami
Cole the
Heat?
same. Him and J. Cole the same. Like,
Uh,
hold on, what was the question again? My fault. I was going through.
Should Tyler Hero
Matrix.
start for the Heat?
Yes. No. If they could. All right. Right now, as the team is constructed without no trades, without the free agency coming up, yes, I think he should have started off a Max Strus or whatever homie name was. Yeah, he should have started. And they should have probably gave the minutes that he was playing off the bench. Like he should have probably been playing like 35 minutes a game, and then give Duncan Robinson some more minutes and some more playtime. But I did think he should start because they suffered in the playmaking aspect of the game. Not playmaking, scoring partners. Yeah, scoring.
What you think, Alex?
Trade Tyler Hero for Duncan.
I don't know, man. It's weird because I like this Max Strus guy. I even like this Gabe Vincent guy. Like I think I don't watch Tyler Hero in the Heat enough, but I wouldn't be mad about him starting. But they got some other options that might be better as two-way players there. But like, what's their starting lineup right now? So Jimmy, Bam,
Kyle, PJ, and Max Strus.
Yeah, Max Strus. Yeah,
that's his name, right? I know it's Max something.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Max Strus.
Yeah, it's Max Strus.
Bizzle calls him Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Max Strus, Tyler Hero, pick your poison. Like, I feel like, yeah, whatever, either one. I mean,
I think Tyler Hero might give you more points starting though.
Yeah,
But then who's gonna be that sixth man if you start Hero? to give you that
Duncan,
scoring
that's
that he
like
provides.
Duncan Robinson. That's why you paid him $90 million something dollars.
Nah,
Yeah, I would
You didn't.
probably start. I would start Tyler
he ain't.
Hero. I would start Tyler
He's
Hero.
he's a rhythm player, so like
Bro,
you
you're
have to
not
get him
gonna tell
set
me,
shots too.
bro.
He kind of like one of them guys. He's
I
just a shooter.
understand that we're talking basketball, but you're not gonna tell me that we paid this man $90 million for him to play
Now
10
they dumb for
minutes.
that. That's their fault.
10 minutes?
That's their fault for being dumb.
Not even 10 minutes. He wasn't.
9.
I don't. Did he even get on the court in that Celtics series?
No, he didn't play in the playoffs because he's a liability on defense.
It's crazy.
And this is
His
what I'm
defense is
saying.
that bad.
90 million for what? No play time?
That's why they should trade him and Hero. If they don't start him, package up a deal.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. For one, they have to get Duncan Robinson off their books for one, just for money. Like the money aspect, bro. Come on, bro. If they do a sign-in trade, they could do a sign-in trade and try to sign Bill and pay him 150 million for forever, how long? But like 90 million, bro. If they could get $90 million off of their books, come on, bro.
But who would pick up Duncan Robinson that needs a shooter, but that's a defensive liability? So he's
Now
hard to play.
you're not gonna. Now you might not like my answer, but you know who?
Who?
LA.
I mean, they already don't play defense. You might as well add on to it. Why not?
And then they need, besides Malik Monk
They
is
do.
getting paid. Malik Monk is not staying in LA. He's getting paid somewhere, bro. Somebody's gonna pay Malik Monk, bro.
You're right.
So that's a shooter that y'all about to lose. That's a shooter that y'all about to lose. Y'all gonna lose Malik Monk.
Who else could use a shooter?
Shit. Y'all might should just go after Duncan, bro. That might be
I think they
best
should.
call.
I think they should trade him to Utah for Donovan Mitchell. Why not?
We talking about Tyler Hero?
Dunk. Try to
Duncan
trade. Try to get off
Robinson.
Dunk. Yeah.
Uh,
Try to
You're
get
gonna
off
have to
Duncan Robinson
include
contract.
Tyler Hero in that trade. If
What
you try to
about,
trade Duncan Robinson, they're gonna want Tyler Hero as well.
How much Tyler Hero's getting paid? You think that money matches up?
Let me see Tyler Hero's contract. Yo, go get Donovan Mitchell. He fit in right in.
And Donovan Mitchell said he would play in Miami. He did say that out of his mouth. So I don't think that's bad.
Tyler Hero's on a 4-year, $17 million.
17, 19, what's that? 1790, that's what?
He's getting like 4 mil.
Now I'm trying to put their contracts together, the money together. So what's that? 100 and something mil?
Let me see that. Tyler, and then you said Duncan.
Yeah. I know Duncan is getting 90. Tyler Hero's getting 17. So that would be like what, 100.
Duncan Robinson's getting 18 mils average salary. 5 years, 90 mil.
Yeah, 5 years 90. Duncan is getting what, 4 years? What, 4 years? What?
Mitchell is getting 5 years, 163 mil.
Oh, damn.
32 million is the average salary. He's on a max. That's why.
5 year 100. He get 163.
Yeah.
Damn.
His average
So what the
salary
fuck?
is 32 mil.
Who the fuck the Knicks was going to trade for him?
Future draft access.
They was gonna have to trade like Randall and
It's probably gonna be Randall, another player. You try and dump their contract, and probably like 2 picks.
yeah, well, it would be like Randall Fournier and like a pick.
There you go.
Fuck out of here. Fuck outta here. I got RJ Barrett. Fuck out of here.
So we got LeBron and AD from the Lakers for when they won that bubble championship versus Penny and Shaq on the Magic. Who wins?
Penny versus who? Oh, you talking about that 2-on-2?
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian AD.
Yeah, give me.
This
give
is
me
bubble
Bron.
AD. This is bubble
Yeah,
AD and
this is
Bron.
a really
Yeah,
good
give me.
version of AD with LeBron James, like at that like
Yeah, you
damn
can
near
give
one
me
of
Bron.
the movies.
Give me Bron and AD, but I'm not. It's not going how it's going on that how they did the 2-on-2 shit. I don't think Penny Hardaway is gonna act like that, but I do believe that it's gonna be a close game. I think Penny Hardaway is actually he's a phenomenal player, and I've said it a lot. Penny Hardaway, Allen Iverson. Those are some of the guys that made me like basketball. So Penny Hardaway is a phenomenal player, mid range, 3 points. What you want to talk about inside the lane? He could up and under, go over top. I do think, but I would give it just because that matchup of Penny and Braun. I don't think he would even come. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Braun. Yeah, I think Braun just has that. Just there's no explanation to it. Braun just has it. You understand what I'm saying? Like Braun is just gonna have Penny, bro. He's gonna just have Penny in a chokehold, bro. Like, and that's no disrespect to Penny, but it's
Ba-
Braun, bro. Like
Baby
we
boy
not gonna do
style,
that, bro.
like the way Melvin had that
Yeah, bro.
nigga.
We not
Tyrese.
gonna do that. We not gonna do that, bro. And we talking. Hold on. We talking about 2020 LeBron, or we talking about like different forms of LeBron?
Nah, we talking about that bubble year LeBron AD because that's the one they used in the
Oh,
episode.
hold on. All right, that might be a little bit different.
That's the one we
Cause
used.
yeah, cause I don't think I don't think he might have kept up with that young style of Penny. He might funnel him into the paint so AD could. You understand what I'm saying? So AD could pick up on that.
Well, who's
But
gonna guard Shaq
yeah,
once he get in the way?
that's the only thing now. Yeah, I don't know, bro. This might it's close, but I still give the edge to Braun and
AD.
AD. Yeah, I still give the edge to them guys. Just because it's Braun AD. I don't think Penny would get the best of Braun like that.
Who you think to win the Rose? Rose. Who winning?
What? My fault. I got distracted for a second.
This nigga ADHD. LeBron and AD from the bubble year versus Penny and Shaq from Orlando from their years in Orlando.
It's gonna be LeBron and AD because LeBron is gonna like because he can't not physically strong enough to stop him.
And Alex, you taking LeBron and AD too, right?
yeah. I mean, it's also like, I mean, Penny and Shaq are still like, not that experience matters too much in a 2v2, but like, yeah, I don't see Penny winning that matchup against Braun in any facet. And then, yeah, in a 2v2, I just think that like AD and Braun can create a lot more issues, you know, on offense. Whatever, like I feel like AD, they can almost take turns, like you can move like LeBron over to the block and bring AD out, you know, and like have him almost like handle the ball in a 2v2. I just think there's more options. Like I just think they would be a really lethal duo to have in 2v2. I mean, as good as Shaq is, like I don't know. I don't think he would like dominate in that 2v2, you know.
Yeah, because I think AD able to shoot the 3-pointer will hinder Shaq on the defensive end.
Well, just picture like if AD stretches it out and brings Shaq way out onto the perimeter and like Bronze is down there with Penny. I mean, that's cookies. Like
Yeah.
All right. Rudy or DeAndre? Who should the Hornets go after?
You said Rudy or DeAndre?
If you're the Hornets, who would you trade for?
DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, you got to give me. The only reason I say DeAndre Ayton, I think he's a better. His fuck, I hate this argument.
Because he's younger.
His bag is
Oh
better.
my god, he said bag. Oh my lord, we down bad. He said bag.
so Rudy Gobert or DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah. If you're the Hornets, who would you go after? Because you know we all know they need defense badly.
Ooh.
But I think Ayton is more of he's attainable too because he's a free agent. with fucking Gobert, who you gonna trade? You're gonna give away Miles? Like who you gonna trade?
Yeah, um, that's tough. I think like Aiton is probably a more versatile piece, but Gobert probably makes your defense better. Um, moving forward, I would probably go Aiton just because like he's younger, he's got more upside. Um, we've kind of seen what Gobert is, and I don't know. I feel like he can get exposed a little more than as good as he is on defense. Like then again, I don't know. Aiton gets exposed too on the perimeter. I'm probably just gonna go Aiton by a little bit, just because he's a more versatile of a piece. Like I feel like he'd be a better guy to have in like a high powered offense too, like the Hornets have. So I would go with Aiton.
What about you, Rose? Who you taking?
Big Aiden, you know I don't fuck with Rudy Gobert, nigga.
You disrespectful. He ain't do nothing to you, and you don't like this, man. Down bad.
Bro, Rudy Gobert is that big you see at the park and be like, bro, I'm cooking you when you switch to me, bro. I'm just gonna cook you. That's how I feel. How niggas in the NBA see him. Like when niggas see him, they be like, "Oh, switch
Let me ask you a
barbecue
question, right?
chicken, nigga. It's barbecue chicken every single time he get guarded, bro."
I get what you're saying, but let me ask you this, Rose. Can you tell me who's a good perimeter defender on that Jazz team?
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that. See, this is where I'll tell Rudy Gobert, nigga, Donovan Mitchell, nigga, you better start playing more better defense, nigga, because I'm about to start blasting your ass all the single time. Because there's no reason why defenders should ask you. You should be as good as on the defensive end as you trying to be on the offensive end. But Donovan Mitchell, for some reason, isn't focused on that anymore.
So I got two teams on the screen for y'all. I got team one, team two. Tell me who wins and how many games.
I'm taking team one.
I do
You
too.
know who pushed it over the edge for me.
Jordan.
Dr. J is better than Kevin Durant. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Jordan pushes it over the edge. How many games they win, Real? He gonna
They
say
win in
sweep.
7. They win in 7. They win in 7.
What about you, Alex? This is the 1980s All Decade team versus the 2010s All Decade team. And I switched like two positions, but
I
whatever.
gotta think about this one. I need to like work out these matchups and how this game's gonna go. Um,
Can I answer for him?
Go ahead, Rose.
I'm gonna take
What?
team one
You taking? Why you taking team one?
because I just think like Magic with his passing, Jordan's gonna get better looks. Julian Irvin is a solid defender. No pause length. Larry Bird is a bucket. Especially prime Larry, he can give you outside shooting. That's gonna even open it up for Kareem, who's a beast down low. Even I would say prime Kareem, if we're gonna do our prime, even that's a fucking killer. Everybody at their height, I think, is better than everybody at their height at teams too. No disrespect, I have no faith in James Harden, nigga. Michael Jordan, James Harden. All right, bro. And everybody else, I just feel like will still get their numbers. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like our teams one defense will give them a little bit of problems, make them harder. Versus, I feel like team two couldn't guard.
yeah, like I'm gonna go team one also, and like my reason's a little weird, but Magic, Jordan, Bird on the same team. Then you got Kareem down low, and just Dr. J to like run and defend. It's like Dr. J is a good position for him to be in. I feel like because like I don't know, Dr. J was never like the best shooter. He was an all right defender, but like this team with these guys, I think he would sort of like flourish. Um, yeah, defensively, I think they would match up fairly well. I mean, KD, I guess, would be guarded by Bird, which is a little weird, but I don't know. I can see like a lot of I would imagine like there'd be a lot of switching going on in this matchup, and like I think it goes 7, and I think the team one wins. But yeah, I mean it's close, but I like the pieces on team one, and I think that team would just have more success. I think they'd have better chemistry. Um, I think that like this team with Braun would work with what's around him though, but
Macaroni.
I don't know.
I mean, I would love to pick team too, but James Harden just throwing me off. Like I just can't. Nah, just
Yeah, can't do that.
I got to pick against James Harden.
If James Harden was Kobe,
School and Jamie like that, but yeah.
Yeah, like if you replace him with like, unfortunately he's been the best shooting guard from the 2010s, so you kind of stuck with putting him there. But it was like another shooting guard, I might lean more toward team two, because James Harden, I don't know.
So
He's
hold
gonna-
on. So like for example, if team two had like, for example, like just say
Kobe Bryant instead of Harden.
say Kobe Bryant.
Now if you put Kobe, that changes it for me. Now I might take team two even more, because the matchup for me that's like I think this is the matchup that's really going to decide this, is this Magic and Curry matchup. Because Magic struggled against smaller guards, and Curry's going to be running around the whole perimeter.
But who's Curry guarding? Like,
He's going to be carrying Magic, which he's going to get post up. So you're going to be trading
Yeah, I
twos for
mean-
threes.
if they bring him
But I
down,
would say if this is a 7-game series and if we play, okay, this is where I also ask if we playing organized ball or we playing street ball, because if organized ball, Curry's about to get in hell of foul trouble. There's no way he's going to be able to keep him from not posting him up and not foul him.
See, this is the anomaly with Curry, man. Like, he's a great shooter, but then on defense, it's like
They
a
literally
liability.
tell Magic or set up a play or something so they could literally get Magic the ball ISO down low against Curry, and that's barbecue chicken. He's 6'9", and he had, what people don't understand is he had a great hook and how to shoot over defenders. Can't tell me a 6'2" Curry.
Yeah, he's gonna cook Curry. But I think for team two, for their offense to work, LeBron's gonna have to be the primary ball handler, and Curry's just gonna have to become the off-ball guard to run around. That's the only way I could see this offense of team two working. Then you give him Kevin Durant, throw some pick and pops in there. Anthony Davis, some pick and pops. Then you got Curry running around doing his thing. But unfortunately, it's James Harden, so everybody's picking against James Harden here. He's cooked. So what's y'all predictions for game 2 for Sunday? I want scores, stat lines, all that.
Oh, you want score?
Bro, I can't tell you all that, bro. I'm not Nostradamus. Every single prediction I've said this playoffs have been completely wrong, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. My whole like breakdown of how this series was gonna go is completely like down the toilet right now. I had the Warriors in 6, but it was sort of like contingent on them winning game 1, and now they lost game 1, which is great. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like that like 71% of teams in the playoffs that win game 1 win the series, and I think it's like so close to 75% in the finals. So it's like, and they're starting off at home with this loss, like.
What happened to all the experience, Alex? Y'all Warriors, people that pick the Warriors, y'all was preaching this experience. And so, they got this experience,
I
the
wasn't
Celtics
even
are so
preaching.
inexperienced.
Listen,
I don't think it wasn't you. I don't think it was you, but in the room, and I told them that did not matter to go into this series.
But listen,
Right,
my
it
whole
wasn't you, it was
thing-
Cousins and them.
My whole thing wasn't even experience. I just like did I it's ironic because that didn't happen in game 1. I don't trust, and I still don't trust the Celtics. I got the Warriors in game 2. There's no fucking way the Celtics are hitting shots like that again. I think the Warriors will do something to adjust on offense to get better looks. Now they kind of know what the Celtics like. They know the Celtics game plan of stepping up on these screens now, switching on a lot of stuff. I'm no coach, so I don't know the technical adjustment they're going to make, but I think they'll switch up the lineups to make sure they can get better looks. I expect Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole to be better. Draymond Green better do something better. He better get about 500 3-pointers up because like they're going to give him shots. Like if he can hit 3-pointers, you can hit a couple of those threes. Like that already changes things a little bit.
So, Alex, you're the Warriors head coach. You're going to game 2. What adjustments would you make if you're the coach?
Like I would just play. I would not have Draymond and Looney out there at the same time for that long. I would really stagger that. I wouldn't have Draymond out there with Iggy that long. Like the ideal lineup, I guess, is Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Poole, and then one of those bigs, either Looney, Draymond Green, ideally. But you need you can't have two guys that out there. The Warriors cannot have two guys out there that can't shoot because it just messes with their spacing. So I would probably try that. I would that would be the biggest thing. Like I don't know in terms of
So Wiggins would play what, your power forward spot?
Pretty much. Have to.
And I would
run small ball.
Yeah, and then Draymond would play
the 5,
the center. Okay, that's not not bad. That's a lineup that they played during the regular season.
Yeah, I mean,
devil's advocate. What if Warriors do actually lose game 2? Is it?
They get swept. I'm sorry.
No. I'm not gonna say they get swept, but if they lose game 2,
the series is
Celtics
over.
Celtics in 6.
It's a wrap.
6, 5. I'll be nice. I'll give them a game 5.
In my opinion, so I've always said this, man. There's 3 games in a series that are the most important games. The first is game 1. That's the game that sets the tone. That's the first initial lead you get, and it changes the mindset of that team going in to that next game, So game 1, game 3, because that's usually the adjustment game. That's usually the game where you figure out, okay, is this series over? Or are we going to have a dogfight here? And then the last one is the elimination game. Warriors have already lost the first game. So, they got to watch out that the wheels don't just, fall off the bike now. It's they're playing behind,
I want the Warriors to win, but if the Warriors lose, I have an agenda to push.
Oh my God!
I have an agenda to push, and my agenda that I'm gonna push. Honestly, my agenda that I'm gonna push if the Warriors lose, Steve Kerr is not as good as coach as people think he is.
Oh my God! I've been saying he's overrated.
Well, look, we got to see what they're going to look like in the second game. I got the Warriors winning again. I don't trust the Celtics offense like that. Goddamn, freaking Al Horford, Marcus Smart, and Derek White on 15 for 23 from 3. They had the games of their lives to win that game. It was so I just
now Tatum is going to have a good shooting game. Now you got to worry about the fact that is.
If you look, I wouldn't say Al Horford had the game of his life because Al Horford had the game of his life, but against Giannis.
Yeah, no, I mean I shouldn't say the game because Al Horford's been playing like that.
No, I'm just joking with you, but I'm just saying that right now the way Horford is playing though, I wouldn't I do agree with you, Alex. I wouldn't just leave it up to Al Horford giving me 26 every game of the series. Damn near, I wouldn't leave it up to Al Horford to give me 15 in this series, bro.
That's the other thing that they might want to do this. If I was the coach of the Warriors, I would one, you got to tell Draymond, look, dude, you got to defend Horford. He gave him he was just letting him get looks, and maybe what they do is they move. Draymond was the primary defender on Horford all night last night, and he got cooked pretty much. And a lot of it wasn't he got cooked like that, but he just let him get looks. So maybe they moved Draymond on to I don't know, Marcus Smart or something else.
Okay, my question to you is, Alex, as a basketball player, naturally because I would say Al Horford is 6'10", 6'11". So naturally,
he's
maybe a little, 6'9". Yeah, he's a little undersized.
Yeah.
But I would say even he got he got longer arms. So when his release shot is so high, he's doing that fader. Marcus Smart is literally at his mercy. He can only pray that he missed that type of shot. And that's pretty much majority of the shots that I've seen he was making was either mid jumpers, wide open jumpers from passing it, kick, and then it's getting in Horford hand. It wasn't like Horford was just ISO and Draymond and just getting buckets. So
No, exactly. Yeah.
So now
But
I'm thinking about the lineup that we
yeah,
talked about a little bit earlier. I don't think the Warriors want to do that. Curry, Clay,
Poole,
Clay,
Jordan
Poole,
Poole,
Wiggins,
and Dre.
and then
Let's just say
Draymond
Draymond.
at the 5. It
either
sound
somebody
it's
bigger.
actually it sounded good actually in the beginning of my head, but then
You thought about it.
I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Defensively,
You're
he
gonna
gonna get
have Poole.
exposed.
You're gonna have for one. You're gonna have Poole guard who? They're gonna have Curry guard who? Curry will have to guard Marcus Smart, and then Poole will have to be stuck between. Poole will have to be stuck between.
Poole's probably gonna get Brown, and then Wiggins is gonna get
And then
Tatum.
now think about that. Poole gets Brown. Wiggins gets Tatum. Who guards Al Horford? Clay.
Oh damn! I mean Clay probably get Brown, then Wiggins is
Wiggins.
probably gonna get
Wiggins have to
Tatum more than
guard
likely.
Wiggins, and then Poole is gonna be stuck on who? Al Horford.
Oh damn! I don't.
And then
Yeah,
this is
it's
why.
gonna be
This
too
is
many
why.
mismatches.
This is why
what
I
do you
sat
mean?
back and I
Why
really
would Poole
thought
be on
about it.
Al Horford? Why would Poole be
No,
on Al?
because if you have Clay and Wiggins in, Wiggins is your best defender, so he's going on Tatum. So now who's guarding Jaylen Brown? Poole or Clay? Who's guarding Brown?
I gotta think about this. I'm trying to think what matchups would look like.
Now offensively, that's a great matchup, but defensively, it
Bro, either
looks bad.
look, I'm sorry, especially if Jaylen Brown is like aggressive. Like, no offense, they're none of them
But
stopping.
but that's what I started thinking about, the switch. So now me as a coach, every time if I see your game plan and your game plan is for one, Jordan, I don't think Jordan Poole. Let me not say I don't think Jordan Poole can guard Brown or Tatum. But then if you switch it and then now he has to play against Al Horford. I'm kicking it to the paint every time. And what y'all
Al
gonna have
Horford's
to do?
gonna cook
Y'all gonna have to
double.
collapse on me. Y'all gonna have to collapse on me, and then I have to kick it to a wide open JT, a wide open. You understand what I'm saying? Unless they collapse with Draymond and leave Robert Williams open, but Robert Williams is gonna set a screen, pick, pass off, and it's gonna be another 3-pointer. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's gonna guard who in that lineup aspect? And I think that's why they might have Looney and Draymond out there, because they know that if we do that small lineup with Wiggins as our power forward, who's going to guard who? And I think that might be the biggest problem. Who do you feel comfortable like Jordan Poole guarding out of the bunch?
But the Celtics
Like,
can also throw out Grant Williams if they want.
And this is what I'm saying. So
And
now,
put Al
who
Horford
do
at
you
the
feel?
five.
Now, who do you feel guarding? Who do you feel comfortable guarding? Jordan. Who do you feel Jordan Poole is comfortable guarding at this point? You would say Marcus Smart, right?
Yeah,
But then at this point, who's Curry
Brown?
gonna guard? Curry on Brown? That's not good enough. That's unless they this is the only way it would ever work. If GP2 starts.
Yeah, dude, that's a guy. I'm glad you brought his name up because
if GP2 starts, he can. I'm okay with him guarding Brown.
Bro, I would have played his ass instead of Iggy's old ass last night. I don't know what that was about.
Not saying that he's gonna stop Brown. Not saying he's gonna stop Brown, but yeah, I think that would be the smartest move. GP2,
sure.
Curry, Clay, GP2. I would still even go Wiggins than Draymond, because Wiggins is still have length.
How many minutes are you playing Payton Jr.?
How many minutes he been playing these playoffs?
Shit, I'll give him 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Hold on, it's a 48-minute game. Shit, I give him 24 minutes. I give him 24 minutes.
He been awful. You gonna get that nigga cramping.
I give him 24 minutes, bro.
He's good defensively, but I mean, do y'all trust him offensively?
No, but then that's why you would bring that's why you still got Clay, Curry, and Wiggins on the floor. If Clay plays like how Clay, like we know Clay, he should give you more than some raggedy ass 15 points, bro.
What about Otto Porter? Would you guys play him? When do you guys play him?
I'll play Otto Porter, but I'm not giving him a whole heap of minutes. Like,
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, that's just an extra body.
I would definitely play Al Porter. I mean, he had a good ass.
yo, you know, did Jonathan Kuminga play last night?
No,
So, but they
that's like a rookie.
But they also, coaches in the playoffs, they shorten their rotation.
I
To
understand
like
that,
8
but
players.
to me,
Max.
Kuminga, I'm big on Kuminga, bro. So that may be just me being big on Kuminga. I'm big on him. So
Look, man, if Draymond could just hit a couple damn threes, like
he shot them little backpack 3-pointers yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he threw those up like he was Helen Keller, man. Those were ugly as hell.
Bro, not Helen Keller. You got to chill, Alex.
I don't know, man. Like those, yeah.
He did like the corner. He shot a corner 3-pointer yesterday. I was like, what the fuck, Draymond?
This is why this is so interesting, because Boston can match Golden State to a certain extent with these small ball lineups.
Yeah, man. Like any Boston lineup out there, like will work. Like no lineup they have out there will really get exposed. They were having some issues yesterday with Horford and what's his name on the floor at the same time.
Brett Williams?
No, Robert Williams. But then they were having a little bit of an issue there because like they were pulling him out to the perimeter. But then Al Horford was doing a pretty good job. And then they were staggering their minutes, like Udoka or whatever. He was like towards the end of the game, Horford was out there alone, or Robert Williams was out there alone, and then they were playing small ball with him. Horford was on Green, and then they were switching off everything, especially with Curry when Curry was out. They were switching off everything. Like you could see it. Between Tatum, Poole. Between Tatum, Brown, and Derek White, like the Warriors couldn't get open. Like, and yeah, I didn't think that the whole small ball thing. I didn't think about it, but like low key, the Celtics kind of win the matchup battle. But I still think the Warriors have firepower, and I trust their offense.
We talked about one thing, but not the other. Curry losing to this young, inexperienced Celtics team. What does that do to his legacy?
Oh boy!
Oh my God, you went crazy.
No. I'm not trying to be nasty, y'all. I'm just asking an honest question. Like him losing to these Celtics guys, like what does that do to his like? What does that do to his legacy? I would say it hurts.
Game, bro. You got to at least wait till the finals is over to make.
All right. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna lie. If it's a game 6 and Curry and this shit is still going on, bro, we're gonna have to have a conversation about that light skinned brother right there.
Yo, it's gonna be after these finals. It's gonna be a lot of agendas pushed for good or for bad. It's gonna be
bad.
Y'all already know my agendas and what I'm pushing.
I'm telling you, if them man's Poole don't pick it up, bro, he's not better than RJ.
Oh my God.
RJ, bro.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
I'm telling you, y'all love using this word situational, but if RJ
now I got a question
Warriors,
for y'all. This is a random question. Let's say Steve Kerr loses. Can we say Udoka is a better coach than Kerr?
I'm not saying that.
You can say he got outcoached in the series, but I'm not gonna say
I would say that. Yeah.
But like a first year coach, a rookie coach,
but he not really
in the finals. I said as
he's not
coach.
I don't think he's really a rookie coach.
Well, a rookie head coach.
But look at.
You would say that he's not like most head coaches. He wasn't like a great player. He had a lengthy career, and he knows how to like. I think what he understood is I know basketball, and I know how to connect with players, and that's going to take me a long way in my coaching career, and that's going to make me create the culture that I want to create. He also hired all staff that came from his city. Shout out to Portland. We in the finals, but
Oh
No,
my
no,
God,
no, no.
Eddie.
Boston is in the
No,
finals.
like look, if he would
no,
be
I'm
like,
just all the coaches are from Portland. But
But
what
he
I'm
also played from Great Pop
you know,
too. Yeah.
all
but
I'm
look,
saying with
Boca, I feel like he would be held in
pedigree,
the same regard as like Nick Nurse, kind of like he like after they won a shit, like
Yeah, he'll be a Nick. Yeah,
I would
thank you.
say that. That's what
That that's a
like
nice comparison. Nick Nurse.
following this finals run.
yeah.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah,
will be a
man.
Nick. He'll be a Nick Nurse type of guy.
Dude, this
Man,
is
I think
concerning for Golden State though. Like I see these Golden State fans on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's still Warriors in 5, yada yada." Like,
they
dude,
went into your house and they beat y'all. You know how much confidence they have right now?
again, like I had the Warriors in 6. My pick as of right now, I'm still going Warriors in 7 because I still trust them more. I don't trust the Celtics. Like I just feel like the Celtics they're gonna have hiccups in the series, and if Golden State gets back in it, like Game
So
7 in their house, like I think they get it done. I don't know. I
I'm
think they get it done, but
Boston in 6 or 7. I said that in the beginning of the series.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how it goes right now. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
tell y'all
God,
how.
here
I'm
we
telling
go.
y'all how it goes right now. Boston won last night.
He about to go
Mhm.
crazy.
Golden State gonna win the next two, so that's 2-1. Then Boston gonna win that last game at home. Then it's going. Then that's it. Warriors in 6. Then after that, Warriors gonna win 2 straight, and it's gonna be
All right,
game.
bro. Oh
Curry
my
with the
God.
finals. Curry with the finals MVP, averaging smooth 26 points.
You
Do
keep
y'all think?
we
Do
gonna
y'all
have this
think?
conversation by the end of the finals, and I swear.
Do
That's
y'all
my bro.
think?
That's my prediction.
Do y'all think the Warriors could steal a game in Boston and TD Garden?
Yeah,
I can, but
yeah.
it would
I
have
think
to like
they're gonna
the Rockets
steal it.
have to play great, and the Steph would the whole team will have to play great for me to
Bro,
like.
they're gonna get one there,
Bro,
bro.
I mean, I thought what was gonna happen, honestly. Like I thought in my head going into the series, I thought it was gonna be 2-0 Golden State. Then I thought it'd be 2-1. Then I thought it would be 3-1. Go back. Actually, then again, I don't know. What am I saying? Because that would mean they go back to Golden State up 3-1. Bro, I don't know what I thought, to be honest. For some weird reason, I
I'm
had
just
a feeling that
confused
I had
about for sure. Thought Golden State was winning Game 1, and it just fucked up everything in
that's
your
what I
thought.
mean. Like my shit's fucked now. I'm like, I don't know how to like make this series up in my head anymore. Because I really thought that Golden State, like I thought, especially coming off the high of winning a game 7, the Celtics are happy they made the finals. The Warriors been waiting for this day. I thought they were gonna come out and just curb stomp them. And they kind of like were on the verge of pulling away. That's why that game last night was so wild. I'm sitting there, they're up 12 going to the fourth quarter. They had that shit like wrapped up really.
That's
And the
what they was. They
Celtics
was
just
up
hit every
12.
big shot.
They were up 12.
Bro, they had a scoring drought in the fourth, and it changed the whole
Yeah,
make it.
cause 16. Come on, bro. 16-40.
That's a
Come on,
fact, Mike.
bro.
That's a fact. Andrew
Six,
Wiggins has to be that X factor for Golden State.
16-40. I'm not gonna lie. If
Bro.
anybody's banking on Andrew Wiggins, bro, just stop. Like, come on, bro. Pack that shit up.
That's their X
I
factor,
think
though. If you think
I think
about it.
I think the problem with Andrew,
No, but Wiggins wasn't even in the game in that run. I'm pretty sure
but
it was Iggy and Draymond.
but
Ew, that sounds
way
too
I think
dark.
Wiggins he got spent so much on the defense. He don't have on the offensive end because he's their one of their best.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Like early in that game, Wiggins was looking like freaking Tony Allen out there, though. Like his on-ball defense has been like pretty damn solid. Like all
This
like second
Walmart,
like second team all defensive solid. Like that's how he's looked.
real nigga, is you in Walmart, nigga?
Yeah, bro. I gotta listen, man. I can't stop the business, and I had to go. I had to go get stuff for my family, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Okay, funny stat. In the finals, Curry's 9-1 with Kevin Durant, 1-8 without Kevin Durant.
Well,
Hold on. In the finals, he's 9-1.
He's 9-1 with Kevin Durant.
9-1 what? games.
That's just a stat. I don't know. That was just a stat
That's
I
the
saw.
weirdest.
I don't
That
know.
hold on. Now,
I
can
don't
you
know how true it
explain
is.
it? Can you explain it because it sounds the stat just sounds weird, bro. He's 9-1. What?
He's 9-1. He's won 9 games with him.
He's 9-1 in
And
the
he's
final, 9 without him.
in a
what
final
the
series, right? In the finals.
what the fuck? So what he did before Kevin Durant don't count?
Yeah, that's the thing that's weird. Like, or
That's what I'm saying. He's only won one game. So what happened before him don't
that's
count?
that's why that stat's weird to me. That's why, because like when I heard that he was 1-8 without KD, is that 1-8 like they're not
What's
counting
the
when they won the
parameters
finals?
the
Like
stat?
without
Listen,
it?
it's an
Front
analytical
court game.
stat. You asking me? It's just a stat I saw. I don't. Y'all know how I feel about analytics.
Like they're leaving out the fact that what they won 4-1
Yeah,
without
like
KD,
they
right?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like how does this stat match up? Like how does this stat make sense?
I don't know. That was a stat I saw on Instagram. I know y'all probably seen it on Twitter.
No, but I was
Like
watching
keep
TV.
that.
Brian Windhorst said it. He
Yeah,
Yeah.
said,
See,
like
like they've been talking about it.
people are saying it, but it's like, are they not
I'm trying to think of
counting?
the 9 games that like what were the nine? That was so it was the Raptors series. He only won one game without KD in that series.
Maybe that's what they might be counting that, but to me that's still weird because why would you not count? Why would you not count what he did without Kevin Durant? Why would you only count what he did with
You
him?
know what? Yeah, like I saw cousins saying this on Twitter, but they ain't talking about what KD's record is in the finals without Curry. You know,
Yeah, Kevin Durant finals without Curry is probably like what
He's 1
four
and 4.
and
He's 1 and 4 without.
3-4. What
Final,
the hell?
he
So
only got one final series. So you got to think the series that without Steph, he went to the finals with with Russ and James Harden, and they lost in 5. So he's 1 and 4.
he's 1-4, but to me this is the weirdest stat in the world, bro. It doesn't this stat don't really mean or take anything for me personally because it's like how are you how are you counting it? Are you only counting it one way? Are you counting it both? Like I don't know, bro. But
It's
that
a
stat
media
means
flick.
nothing. Yeah, that this stat means nothing to me at all. To be honest with you, like
All right, what's the next topic? Nasty takes, because I want to hear it.
Yeah, you already know. See, look, bros know the show so well already. Go ahead, Alex. You the guest. The guests go first with their nasty
what?
takes.
I just gotta say a nasty take.
Yes, sir.
I mean, when my historic nasty take is Middleton's better than D Book.
Oh my God.
But
The
yeah,
shooting guard position is
yeah.
down bad right
I don't
now.
know if it's like that. Like I kind of gave it up like after what I saw D Book end this because I was saying this throughout the year, and then Chris Paul went down and Book was playing really well, but bro, just from a basketball standpoint, I think Middleton is a more capable basketball player. Like I think he's a better defender. I honestly think he's a better shot creator. Like call me crazy, I don't think he's as good of like a pure shooter. Um, I think he's bigger, so he's just a better piece to have in terms of team defense, and like I think he's better at the rim. They're about the same kind of athlete, like the production is better from D Book, and I'll give D Book the consistency. That's what I give him. But outside consistency, like I think Middleton's a better basketball player. Maybe it's like in a vacuum, but
Mhm.
All right, bro.
that's my take. Like,
Yo, this man Rose gonna be Mr. Objective. There you go.
All right, bro. Um,
Rose, you got one, or you want to be objective? Because you love being objective.
actually, I was thinking about the Lakers may make the play-in spot next year.
May. What's that? What percentage? What's the percentile of them making it? Give me a percent.
I say 50.
50. Oh yeah, we down bad. We down bad. He said 50.
Bro, I don't. I don't
what do
You
believe
you
it.
just
think? What's
don't
the
see
take?
it.
I
I
missed
don't
that.
believe in glass house. I don't believe in free
He
clothes.
said the Lakers have a 50% chance of making the play in next season.
Okay.
Yeah, Lakers down
Bro, I
bad
mean,
with that.
before this year, I said that shit on TikTok. I said this was going to be LeBron's going out party.
Oh my God, Alex,
Yeah,
now
did.
bad.
Yo, that's yo.
Yo, listen.
Before
I
the season. And
understand. He's
not necessarily because LeBron's washed, just the landscape of the league, the team around him, the shit show that the Lakers organization is, just everything combined. Like I don't see LeBron winning a chip again. That's it.
listen. All respect due to LeBron. He's number 2 on my all-time list. But it's time, bro. It's time. It's time.
Yo, it's funny if you tell Bron fans that he's number 2 on your list, they look at you like you said he was number 40.
We had a
Yo,
whole
bro. I
argument for
don't.
30 minutes on this show
Yo,
last time
bro.
about that.
No. So you want to know what's so crazy? I'm not like I'm big on like how long people played, and I understand 20 years longevity is a thing. Jordan played what 15 years, 10 years out of that career, 9 years out of that career, he was on an all defense team. So most of his career, he was a top defensive player. Then you add in 10-time all-time NBA. So now that's another most of his career. He was a all-time player. Like this shit is getting like, cause I think LeBron got like two, three, four defensive teams. Like it's something weird like that. But when you look at Jordan, most of his career he was an all NBA player or he was on an all defensive team. I think, and then I don't really care for the All Stars because I think he played 15 years, got 14 All Stars, some crazy shit like that. But man, yeah, Jordan 1, Braun 2. If you feel a way about it, argue with yourself.
You should have said argue with a wall. Listen, man. If Jaylen Brown win the championship, he the best shooting guard in the league.
Not if he wins the championship. If the team wins it and he wins Finals MVP.
Now I don't care. Even if he don't win it, if he averages, let's say 25
Oh,
in
he's
the
gonna
finals,
he's gonna give you
he's the best
24.
shooting guard.
He's
the
gonna
best shooting guard in the league.
no. Jaylen Brown's gonna give you 24, 22.
Oh, that's good. Best shooting guard in the league, and then they win. Yeah, best shooting guard in the league.
So who's
He
the
over
You think
D
he's
Book.
a you think he's a better shooting guard than Booker?
Yeah, he'll be over D Book. I'm putting him over D Book.
Donovan Mitchell. Well, you're gonna say yeah over everybody. Never mind.
The only person, when we made a list in a room of shooting guards, the only people it was Booker and Zach LaVine, and you can argue Zach LaVine. So he was
Hold on,
like a
people
top 3
don't.
shooting guard.
No. See, this is one thing I don't like. I understand that Utah right now. No. I understand Utah right now is not looking the best, but come on, bro. Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown on the defensive end, yes, is better than Donovan Mitchell, but Donovan Mitchell is better than him, bro. Donovan Mitchell is better than him, bro.
You sure? You sure about that?
I think we've been gassing Donovan Mitchell ever since he beat OKC.
We've been gassing him. Last year he put up 30 some odd in the playoffs. The year before that, I think he dropped a 30 ball in the playoffs too. Come on, bro. I'm in a store. Hold on, I'm about to check this.
He did. You're right, but look at where it took him. A second round exit.
But he's the number 1 on his team, bro. Yo, bro, last year. Hold on.
You already know. I think he's not the most valuable person on his team already.
So look. His 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the playoffs. He's averaging 28 points, 5 assists. He's averaging 28, 5, and 5. His first year, he put up 24 points. His second year, he put up 21. His third year, he put up 36 per game.
Okay.
The next year, he put up 32. The next year, he put up 25. What are you talking about?
This season, who had a better season?
Brown ain't close.
Brown is not close.
Yeah.
Brown and Donovan Mitchell.
Not close.
Come on, bro.
At this point, Jason,
And then what y'all judging that
Brown
off of?
is better than Donovan Mitchell, bro.
And what y'all judging that off of?
Bro, did you not just see his first game finals performance, bro?
No,
That
you
man
said-
shot
you
20% from 3. 20%
In the
from
biggest
3.
mistake, he showed up, bro, and he's looking like
Oh my
he is going to
God.
be even if you want to give Jason Tatum saying he's the best player on the team, you cannot knock what Jaylen Brown does for that team.
All right, but bro, we talking about it nigga, what's it called? Jason Donovan Mitchell doesn't have a fucking Jason. Bro, who team is more leveraged out?
If you want to erase team situation out of it.
Then
If you
Donovan
want
Mitchell
to sit
wins
here
by a
and
mile.
put that
Donovan Mitchell wins.
because
Yeah,
if
So
as offensively, is it like I'm gonna take a crazy shot, Josh example. Is the gap so great or so wide to the point where like you wouldn't say would you say Donovan Mitchell is like in another class of offensive player than Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown best scoring season was 24 points. 24.
But
And
you
then,
got
like
to,
y'all said,
I
hold
mean,
on,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
I
y'all,
said
y'all argue, hold on, y'all
Go ahead.
argued me down about 4 points yesterday. 4 points is a big gap.
Who said that was me?
Okay,
That was Rose.
so 24 points is the best Jalen Brown season. Then you have 24 to 26. So
But
again.
now that's a
Would you would you
now
say
that's a
that was
gap.
an offense? I would argue
Yes.
because James Brown, you would say the situations is different. So
so you comparing
also
number one to a number
Donovan
two.
Mitchell is going to get way more touches and way more looks than Jalen Brown is going to get.
So now when I do Rose,
I'm just
so
asking. I'm
He
just
said
putting it in
Rose.
context. If you're gonna say the numbers, you're gonna have to put that in context. The fact that Donovan
so
Mitchell is
Rose, why
more
every
looks and more
time I do that?
the number
Why
one.
every no, Rose. This is why I love when y'all do stuff like that. Why when I do that, you say it's different.
What are you talking about? All I'm saying is put
You compare a number one option.
you if you go ahead.
When I compare players like Jordan Poole to RJ, when technically they're both a number two option, technically, this season Jordan Poole, yes, was a number two option. You say, well, it's a
No, no,
different
no, no, no,
situation.
no, no. Was Jordan Poole the number two option for the Warriors this season?
Yes,
The whole
before Clay
season,
came
I
back,
don't
yes, he
think so.
was. When are you going to say he stopped being a number two option? When Clay came back, right?
I said for
Oh,
the whole season in totality.
You will say Jordan Poole is the number two option for the entire season.
Whole season totality, I would say no. Up until Clay returned, he was. But once Clay returned, he
Was
he
it
wasn't
not
the number
Wiggins?
two option. You can,
That's what I was
yeah,
about to ask.
like I mean, before Clay came back, you can argue Wiggins over him, and he leaves.
But my whole argument is like if you're gonna say like the offense to me is not that big of a gap. It's not. Regardless if
That
you
deep
want to use
is a huge
points,
gap. That ain't even close.
and then so now offensively, if there's not a huge gap, now you look at the defensive end.
Oh,
Regardless of
there
their
he is. He
situation,
back.
Jalen Brown is just a better defender than he is. So I would take not only is the gap offensive gap not that big, but the defensive gap is huge. I'm taking
so
Jalen Brown.
now, so now when I say, oh, the same argument y'all niggas is using, I used it about the Luka and Tatum thing. Who's a better defender? The scoring is not wild. So now,
I would
why
say
is it
the
crazy?
the issue with that is you don't have a situation where Luka's like literally carrying a franchise, like literally
Luka's
carrying.
not Luka's not carrying Luka's not carrying the franchise.
I
Oh, you
said,
talking about Luca?
I'm saying if you going to judge or try to compare Luka and Tatum, I would say Luka's doing more of a carry job than Tatum is.
You want?
But this
That's
is
correct. You won't be crazy
Now,
for saying
now,
that.
hold on. So now, why is
That's a
that?
fact.
Because they're in two different situations, right?
of course, yes,
And both of the situations is different, right? One
it's
has to
That's a
do
fact.
more.
every
One has to do one. Hold on. One has to do more than the other, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Luca has to carry or they
Oh,
lose.
okay. So now, when we bring it back full circle, who has to do more, Jalen Brown or Donovan Mitchell?
Nigga, Jalen Brown. I would say he has more
Okay,
way
okay, okay, okay,
to win the playoff to me in playoff performances.
okay.
You telling Brown has been what Jalen Brown has proven.
Jalen
Like I
Jalen
can
Brown
beat
has not played.
his last couple years.
Yo, bro, these last couple years, he has not played better than Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. What's
Uh,
his best numbers? What's his best numbers?
It's not all about numbers, Rail.
So how do
It's
you?
not
So
all about
come
numbers,
on,
Rail.
bro. Come on, you're not gonna tell me he plays better, but
All
then
right,
it's not about numbers. So
This
what do you
all
want
one
to
right
about
equate
here.
it to?
not all about numbers, bro.
We gonna say this one for Sunday because this is definitely gonna be a topic for
My fault.
Sunday. Because this right here is
Yeah,
crazy.
So
my
now,
bad.
hold on, no,
This
no,
is
no.
interesting.
Hold on. Were you guys talking about Tatum and Luka?
No, the original argument is Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown. Then they use Tatum and Luka for an example of carrying a
So he
franchise who hasn't
used,
do
So
and I
well.
now, hold on. So now,
horrible
tell me this.
because
I might
Jay
So
have to
now,
put Mitchell on
Lucas
that edge still.
Lucas can carry him way more than Tatum.
okay,
Tatum.
okay, cool. So Rose, explain this to me. And you're not crazy, and I know you're not crazy, Rose. You take Donovan Mitchell, his scoring, and what he brings off of that team, and you leave it with Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert. Where do they get?
Bro, again, that's not the type
Where do they get?
of situation. All I
They
know
get a
Oh
is
top
my
three.
God,
They
bro.
get a
All
top
right,
seed
bro.
3 in the regular season, a top 3
All
seed
right, all right, all right, bro. All
that
right,
flames
bro.
out in the
you
second round.
Cause now is well, I'm saying
hypothetical for Boston. Boston would never be in the same situation if you take Jaylen Brown off that team.
no.
That is a
I'm using
fact too.
what you no. I'm using what you said. Luca carries more of that franchise hold, right? Donovan Mitchell carries more of that hold.
I would
Without Donovan,
Donovan Mitchell. I would say Donovan Mitchell's impact is not on the same level as Jason Tatum. I mean, Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen
yeah,
Brown is literally his impact is so great that we're arguing who's literally 1A or 1B on when it comes to Jason Tatum.
yo, bro. I don't understand how it goes from one player carries a franchise, so I understand why you saying it better than when another nigga's carrying a franchise
Okay, so
multiple
what? Again,
multiple years. Hold on, multiple years, and every year he's been in the NBA. Every year he took that team to the final. I mean, not the finals. Every year he's been in the NBA, he took that team to the playoffs. Now, when I use the same thing, well, one is a franchise leader, and then without them, they would not be nothing. It's different. It's not different.
it's
Without the
literally
But
you the
argument.
all
You
right,
can use
bro.
the
Nah,
same
bro.
argument for Jaylen Brown, bro. If you
But
take
what you
Jaylen Brown
saying?
off the
Go ahead,
Celtics,
bro.
they will not be the same team. So if you're using that argument, you can't use that argument, bro.
Who carries more of the load? Who carries more of the load?
If you ask
But
me who's carrying more of the load, you're gonna use Donovan Mitchell. But then I will argue who's more.
Okay then.
I'm gonna take the
I
more impactful
but I can't even
player.
I can't even say it's Donovan Mitchell because Rudy Gobert anchors that defense too, and y'all like can't forget that. Only offensively, Donovan Mitchell carries the load, but defensively, it's Rudy Gobert. So you kind of need both of them. It's
Bro.
like 50-50.
All right. Now Donovan Mitchell doesn't carry a load. Okay.
I said
No,
offensively
no,
he
Okay. All
does,
right,
but
bro.
on
All right,
that
bro.
defensive end, come on, bro,
Now,
you
now,
can't tell me
so
not Rudy.
now a number two, now a number,
only
now a number two that's really a number two that's shrieky, a number two that's shrieky, not consistent. He's not even a consistent player. A number two that's shrieky that plays good defense is better than a number one player that's carrying the team and playing good offense all of the time.
So let me ask you a question: if I take Rudy Gobert off of that team, do
Okay,
they still have the same success? I'm just asking a question.
no,
So you still need Rudy Gobert, right?
you need Rudy Gobert, but I
So
promise you,
I'm not. I'm just
if
saying
you
it's not
leave
a
Jason,
100% carry
oh,
job like you're making
okay,
it seem
okay,
like. That's all I'm
but if
saying.
you take Jason Tatum off that team, where do they be?
I already told you what I think of the team. I think the team could be
So
like a
now,
solid
no,
60.
I know what you
20.
think. You're telling me Jason Tatum off that team and what he brings. They're back there, and with Marcus Smart and all that, they're NBA Finals team. That's an NBA Finals team. That's an NBA Finals team.
no, that's not an NBA
I
Finals
So
team.
think they
now,
can go.
all
I
right.
think
So
they go
now
further
both of
than
them.
Utah,
So now look.
which is Donovan Mitchell.
So now look.
I think
Both
that.
of them. Both of them. Yes, apply to their team more. Now, who carries more on their team? Jaylen Brown or Donovan Mitchell?
Again, you're gonna use Donovan Mitchell. He carries more. Who's a more impactful player to winning?
Donovan Mitchell.
All right, bro. We can end this conversation right now, bro.
Yo, if I carry more than you, and then consistently I've been better than you, the fuck 1 year don't make you better than me.
I think, Rel, you're giving like too much credit for this carry job by Donovan Mitchell. I think it's just too much credit.
All
Bro,
right, bro.
I might.
So look. Donovan Mitchell. I hope Donovan Mitchell gets traded from Utah, and they get guys like Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson, and I want them to be 4, 5, 6, 1. I want them to be number 1 teams. I want them when Donovan Mitchell was playing at the top. How many years Utah been a number 1 seed with both of their helps playing at how they play? How many years? 2, right?
That's
2.
real over there yelling. That's why it's like clubhouse. That's real.
2.
Over there yelling.
2. When Donovan Mitchell's playing and that team is actually playing, it's 2 years. They've been the number 1 team.
So okay, let me ask you this, real. How much? What's the percentage of a carry job you're giving to Donovan Mitchell? What's the percentage?
It's 60, bro. It's 60-40.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
And Rudy does the 40%.
Okay, what about Jordan Clarkson? That nigga was averaging like 20 at one point. So he got an average.
All right, so now you taking away
players helping that team.
He averaged 16 and 17.
I'm still giving Donovan Mitchell the 60% of that team, bro.
All right, bro. Next up, bro. You're
not gonna change my mind with that. Jordan Clarkson gave them 16 and won 6 man of the year and did what in the playoffs. Rudy Gobert gives them 16. Rudy Gobert gives them
No. How can you
Rudy Gobert gives them 16
credit and the nigga don't even play defense?
That's why 60.
Because the other 40% is done. Because the other 40% is Rudy Gobert for his defensive end in the fucking in the regular season.
All right.
In the regular season. I mean, if his team could play better defense, it wouldn't be as bad. If Donovan Mitchell could step it up on the defensive end, it wouldn't be as bad.
It wouldn't be as bad. That's why I'm not saying no crazy shit like 70 and fucking they get 30. I'm not saying that. I think Rudy go. I think if it's not Donovan Mitchell, bro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. Everybody else on that fucking team is cool. They're cool players. Jordan Clarkson, he's cool. Everybody's cool. If it's not Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, bro, them niggas is not looking at nothing. Now, if you leave Rudy Gobert there and take Donovan Mitchell off, they're looking at an extra bag of nothing. They're looking at an extra bag of nothing.
Listen,
Rudy Gobert's gonna crank up to what? 25 points. He's gonna become this ultimate scorer for your team. Bro, what the fuck on?
Alex want to talk.
Nah, if Jaylen Brown is better than Mitchell, though, then it kind of is like a 1A, 1B, right? Like on the Celtics. Like, I mean, I would give the slight. Listen, I would give the slight edge to Donovan Mitchell.
Jaylen Brown back to me.
So why are you giving it to Donovan Mitchell, Alex? What's your reasoning?
Because I mean, like, I think his production is a little more impressive. He's more of a central piece to his team still, and yeah, I mean, I know he's not like a defensive anchor, but like Jaylen Brown's not a defensive anchor like that. He's probably a better defensive player, but like, I just think Donovan Mitchell's like more of the heart and soul.
Excuse me.
Donovan Mitchell is more of the heart and soul of that team than Jaylen Brown is.
I mean,
and he's got better numbers. The defensive part?
Wait, what do you mean by heart and soul of the team?
Like, they rely on him more, and all that.
Because I saw Rudy go out and that team look atrocious, like lose games with Donovan Mitchell playing.
I've seen Donovan Mitchell go out and that team still look bad with Rudy Gobert.
Not as bad as when Rudy was gone. Yeah, and they had more wins without Donovan than without Rudy.
This nigga just like erasing the
because you have Jordan Clarkson up there that can pick up that scoring slack to a certain extent. You don't have somebody to defend the paint like Rudy Gobert.
Jordan Clarkson.
I didn't say he's gonna score as much, but he can give you a inconsistent 20 points a night. He still could give you 20 to 25.
Jordan Clarkson is giving you 20 to 25.
If you make him a starter and he's playing starter minutes, yes.
Is that he was a starter? Can you show me when he did that, so you can like gauge that?
All right, bro.
If I'm putting him in the Donovan Mitchell role, I'm just telling him go out there, go score, because that's all what Donovan Mitchell is doing. You don't think he'll give me 20, 25 points? Real. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Okay. We just gonna disagree on that.
Oh, when did these role players start becoming as nice as
I said 20 to 25. I ain't say like he gonna drop 30 or something.
Donovan Mitchell gives you 25 to 26. So when does these role players start giving you starter playing? All right, bro.
So listen, bro. Listen, look. So the Utah Jazz were 8-7 without Mitch this year, and then they were 7-9 without Gobert. You know what I mean? So and like with Donovan Mitchell, they were still like 41-25 or something, like 41-26 or something like that. I don't know, man. Like I don't when like has Jaylen Brown always been better than Donovan Mitchell? Like it's close.
It must have.
To me, I said again, at this point, it's not a debate to me.
What season? So this year made him play better.
If he wins,
I'm just asking. This year made him play better.
I was basing
a top 20 player.
No.
Wait, is Jaylen Brown what?
Is he a top 20 player?
Hold on.
Top 25.
We have been on Clubhouse, and people didn't say he was a top 20 player in the league.
I don't know. I'm asking. I mean, I haven't thought.
If y'all want to make a list, right? We can make a list right now. The top 20 players in the league.
So now, hold on. So now,
y'all want to make a list?
I'm asking y'all an honest question, and this is basically what I'm gonna ask y'all an honest question, bro. And this is basically gonna prove if Jaylen Brown is number 20 on the top 20 players in the league. Y'all telling me right now, Donovan Mitchell is 21.
I don't know. I have to make a list. I can't do anything without a list. I need a list of players because I don't know what's going to happen.
I literally made a list, and we did it like that the last 3 years.
We did a list. You did what I
did. But what again? I'm basing it off last and this year and what I've seen.
So he's basing off for 2 years.
Okay. So now
I gotta make a list.
I like that he said that. I like that he said that.
Oh man, this is about to get nasty.
I like that he said that. Last year when Jaylen, if you're basing off last year and this year, what Jaylen Brown impact was last year? Please explain that to me.
I'm going on mute. That's
what was his impact last year? Again, what was his impact? What was his impact?
Last 3 years, and that was a whole different parameter.
Oh my God, bro! What was his impact?
Brown.
What was his impact?
They made it to the playoffs, and I think they lost in the first round.
Okay. And then last year, Donovan Mitchell did what?
We're gonna have to make a list of these top 20 players.
Hold on.
He lost in he lost in the semifinals. I know he didn't make it to the conference finals because that was Utah. The Clippers and Suns.
Alex, I already know the 10, so I ain't too worried about the top 10.
32 points. Jaylen Brown lost in the playoffs, putting up what?
I'm at 12 now.
See, this way it's gonna start getting murky.
So wait, I'll just read off right now. No order, because I just forgot KD and I put him last. I got Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Curry, Ja, Book, CP3, DeRozan. That's 10 this year. Braun, KD. That's 12.
Who else y'all want to put in front of Jaylen Brown?
I'm trying to think of the All NBA teams right now.
DeMar, Jason Tatum.
You could give me. I wouldn't. You would say Karl Anthony Towns played better than Donovan Mitchell this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
You already know how I feel about Cat. I don't care less about him.
Go.
I'll give it to Donovan Mitchell.
Pascal Siakam.
You're not big Pascal over here either.
Nah, Pascal, he made an All-NBA team, right? I mean,
so if you think of the All-NBA, that's 15 players. So let's just say we got those
that's
15 players.
That's what I'm
now,
saying.
Who's the next 5?
So Pascal, who am I missing?
You can put. Never mind. Y'all ain't gonna like me for the name I'm gonna say.
Who, bro? If you say Russell Westbrook, I might sock you.
Nah, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna say him. He's not even on this list. We ain't talking about that. You can put Rudy on like somewhere around there because I thought he should have been over Cat for that All NBA 13. But that's just me.
Ooh, I forgot. Oh yeah, so Trey Young's got to be in there, right?
He was on. Wasn't he on All NBA 13?
Yeah, 13.
So he's on there. If you're
Yeah.
talking about that shooting guard
I give
position,
Rudy Gobert 16.
Cat's
Oh,
in there.
okay.
So Cat's in there. All right, I got
Yeah,
everyone.
Cat's- yeah. So, and
So
we
we got
just
5
added Rudy Gobert. That's 16 names. Who else we gonna add?
What you want to say, Paul George?
Dude, but like we gotta wait on Paul George. Let's think.
What about damn? I just had
So
him
now,
in-
even if we have to wait on it,
Oh,
so
he
now
played
give
this
me
year.
16. So now give me 16 give me 16 Donovan Mitchell, 17. I'd say 17.
16's Rudy, right?
Yeah, 16 is Rudy. I don't know who's 17.
Rudy. 17 is Donovan Mitchell, bro.
So Jalen Brown's top 20, though, right?
What about
Kyle Lowry's ahead of
He's somewhere.
RJ
Oh my
Barrett.
God, he said Kyle Lowry.
Jordan
Oh my
Poole?
God, he said Kyle Lowry.
Who?
Oh my God, he said
Who's
Jordan
been
Poole.
better than Donovan Mitchell this season?
We're going.
No, I'm
We're
asking
going
you a
off.
real
No, we're going off of this.
honest
Hold on, we're going
question,
off of
bro.
this season.
These are
Wait, we're
starter
going off of
players.
this season, or we're going off of this season or overall? Which one we going off of?
This season.
This season. Why is Kyle Lowry's definitely not on this list? That name gone.
Yeah.
Get that name up out of here. Jordan Poole.
So,
I didn't think what he was doing was so
How
impressive,
many-
but that's me.
Somebody answer me. How many games did
Then who?
Jalen Brown play this season?
How many games in the regular season he
played
played?
Yeah.
66. He played 66.
That's
He
right
plays
around with
66.
Donovan Mitchell.
How many
He
games?
averaged-
How many games?
How many
think Donovan
games
played
Donovan
67.
Mitchell played?
67 or some shit, somewhere around that.
Let me see. Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, so no, we also
He
got
played
Jimmy.
67.
Donovan
It's
Mitchell.
one game
Donovan
difference.
Mitchell played 60. So
Si-
Donovan Mitchell
Don
played
plays-
67. He
Yeah,
played
hey,
60. He played 66.
Is Jimmy Butler better than Donovan Mitchell? He's got to
Did he
be
make?
right. One
Did he make
season.
All NBA team?
This season. Yeah, this season Jimmy Butler would be better. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's crazy that Jimmy didn't make an All NBA team. That's right.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So
Jimmy's
now
gotta be
we
on
could
there.
do.
I got
So we
Jimmy
could
at
do
17.
Jimmy 17. Uh-huh.
Yo, Donovan Mitchell's got to be next, I think.
Okay. So Jimmy
Wait,
is 17. Donovan Mitchell's number 18. So now where's Jalen Brown falling? With Rose, what he's saying, it should be Jimmy Butler, Jalen Brown.
Again, if we make this list, I would argue Jimmy Butler's higher. If we we just
Yeah.
So when I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure, so now we do the top 50. We already know the 15 plays because of the all NBA teams. Then 16 would be Jimmy. You can say 17 is what's his name?
Well, we said Gobert. I mean,
17
Yeah,
would be
we said
Gobert,
Rudy.
but I would have Donovan Mitchell ahead of Gobert. So now 17 would be Donovan Mitchell. 18 would be Gobert. What? Now to me, the last two spots is between Bam Adebayo and Jalen Brown.
nah, bro.
And I'm fine. I'm fine with you giving Jalen Brown the edge over Bam Adebayo, but he's not. But Jalen Brown is not over
Nah, but
in the
Bam
totality of the NBA.
Bam
In the
ain't top 10.
totality, even if in the totality of the NBA, Jalen Brown is not over Donovan Mitchell.
Bro, give
He's not.
me like Fred VanVleet over Bam this year.
Oh my
cool.
God! He said Fred.
Yeah,
Cool. You could give me Fred. That's even cool. But
Bam,
now I'm trying to figure out.
and so I
If
would say
Jimmy-
the only reason why I said again, it's not just about the regular season. You
Yeah,
look
he's
at
including
his numbers in the,
playoffs.
what's his numbers in the playoffs? Tell me those numbers, please.
Who?
Jalen Brown.
No, yeah, if you count playoffs, like he probably gets in there, I guess. Yeah.
But
He's
you're counting
averaging
him.
23 points, 7 rebounds,
On a
4
final,
assists.
and that's why I say Jalen Brown this year is better than Donovan Mitchell.
Bro,
shooting
but
54,
Donovan Mitchell
37 from
Donovan
three.
Mitchell does not have that type of team. Come
55
on. All right,
effective field
bro.
goal
All right, bro.
percentage for
Never
you
mind, bro.
stat nerds.
Never mind, bro.
But
Yeah,
look,
we
so
having we having
But you
we having a
analyze
different
some niggas.
conversation, bro.
the last couple names though that you would put out there are like I'm looking at this: Darius Garland, DeJounte Murray, Fred VanVleet. I mean Draymond Green, Middleton. I don't know if he'd be in it. I think he misses it. I mean, you know how I feel. Like I think Middleton is like that, but I don't think it. Like he wasn't around. He missed some time. Like he wasn't
So
that
now,
I think
Rose,
you
available.
even
I think
you,
you got a
Rose, you
better
want to bring the
argument for
playoffs.
those two.
Rose, you want to bring the playoffs. So does Jaylen Brown have a good enough team as? Does Donovan Mitchell have a good enough team as Jaylen Brown? Can Donovan Mitchell have an off night and have somebody else pick him up?
I don't like that argument only because this team is
Okay,
always consistently a top 3 team in the West.
and
That's
why
why I
is
don't
that?
like this
That's
argument.
and why is that though, Josh?
I'm gonna tell you it's because of 2 people. I ain't gonna tell you because of 1.
So all right, now who's the two people?
Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, both of them.
Okay,
It's fit to me. It's
now
50-50.
no, look. Even if it's 50-50, bro. If Donovan, if right now Jaylen Brown has an off night, how many people on the Boston Celtics could pick up the slack?
Realistically, I'll say Tatum could pick up the slack if he's not having an off night because you know that duo was weird.
Nah, yeah.
Al
Tatum.
Horford probably could pick up the slack.
Uh-huh.
And I'll probably say maybe Marcus Smart if he's feeling it that night. If he just happens
Okay,
to be
so
on fire.
if he's feeling it, if Donovan Mitchell's not having a good night, who's picking up that offensive? Who's picking up that offensive slack?
I would say,
Bro, you New York niggas get on my nerves. I swear to God.
What are you talking?
I hate
All right,
you,
now I'm having a conversation
I hate
now.
you New York niggas, bro.
I'm having a conversation now. You hate us. I'm having an honest conversation. I'm not being biased. I'm not giving my 2 cents of anything.
I
I'm
would
just asking y'all
say
questions.
Jordan Clarkson if he's having a good night. Bogdanovich if he's having a good night. And that's about it. Mike Conley maybe, but you know how he is. So it's only like 2 players realistically. Bogdanovich and Clarkson.
Okay.
So it
Like I
is 2
said,
versus 3. I'll agree with you there.
All right, well,
So now, like I said, the team is not the same. If you want to give Rudy Gobert that edge and say, hell, bump it up, it's 50-50. Even if you want to say it's 50-50. When Jaylen Brown is having a bad night, the Celtics can count on saying, yo, bro, you know what? All right, bro. I know somebody else could probably give me a little song. I know somebody else could probably give me a little song. I know somebody. Come on, bro. The team is not the same. You're saying that on a finals team, the Utah can be, we all seen it before. The Utah can be number 1. We've seen number 1 teams not make it to the finals this year. Who was the number 1 team in the East?
Boston. Wasn't it Boston this year?
Nah, they was number 2. The Heat. Who was number 2? Who was number 2 last year in the East? It wasn't the Bucks. The Bucks was number 3. The Nets was ahead of them.
Season, it was Philly at 49-22.
And it was 76ers. So now, number 1, because you have a number 1 team or you're top in the league, it doesn't mean nothing. You have to have a team. The regular season, we all know guys take nights off. Teams don't play to the best of their ability sometimes. So yeah, you might catch a run. A top seeded team don't mean nothing. You need a team around you. The Celtics is number 2. The Warriors is number 3. You know who's number 2 in the
season last season?
You know who was number 2 in the West? The Grizzlies. You know who was number 1 in the West? The Suns.
Both got eliminated.
It's a team game, bro. You saying that it's on a finals thing, bro. If the team is not able enough to be a finals team, they were never gonna be that. Donovan Mitchell is not playing on a championship caliber team, and we all know that. I'm not saying nothing.
They're regular season team.
No.
I agree with that.
Do you think Jaylen's
Jaylen Brown impact is why they're a championship team, or do you feel like it's the team around him?
It's the team with the coaching, bro. Jaylen Brown impact
Uh,
is
that's all.
amazing. Jaylen Brown impact is amazing on that team. It's amazing, but it's more than just him. Marcus Smart, the two this season alone, two people on the Celtics was fighting for DPOY. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right. Robert Williams before he got hurt.
So now you have two niggas on the same team fighting for DPOY. Robert Williams, Marcus Smart. You have Jason Tatum that we all know plays good defense. Jaylen Brown that we all know that plays good defense. Al Horford, we all know that plays good defense. That's 5 people that plays defense. And then you know what I just named? I just named Boston starting 5. Then we know all 5 people on that Boston starting 5 plays good defense. So now you have a team with good defense, well coaching. To me, Josh, whatever you want to say, Jaylen Brown is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is still ahead of that team. Then yes, you have then you still have the edge of Jaylen Brown. Yes, he means a lot to that team. But you're not gonna tell me, yo, he's so significant on that team where you have 5 great defenders. That's your starting 5. 2 of them can be DPOY players. Then another nigga was top 5 in MVP. What are you talking about? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's not interesting, bro. They're in 2 different situations. Y'all want to say carry. Bro, Donovan Mitchell you want to say it's 50-50? That's still a big-ass load to carry. 50% of your team is still a big-ass load to carry. How much out of 100% on the Boston Celtics?
Wait,
how much
bro,
you say How much you say Jaylen Brown carries?
So, bro, why isn't Luka better than Tatum? He's got a bigger load. Pause.
I think they take on some of the same kind of aspect because I believe the Boston Celtics without Jason Tatum, they might be.
Now that argument you just used for Don Mitchell and Jaylen Brown, you could apply it to Luka and Jason Tatum. Dude, and that's a fact. That's why I made a video about my top players under, and I said it. I had Jason Tatum at number 1 and Luka at number 2. But if you want to switch them 2 guys out, it's understandable. I'm not. Yeah, and I'm not. No. I said players top. No. Under 25. But like that's why I said like. If you want to change Luka for Jason Tatum, I'm not gonna hunt you down and say, "Yo, the fuck are you? You're wrong." I'm not saying that. I don't have no problem with that. I will even go back and make the video and say how Luka's 1 and Tatum is 2. I'm fine with that. But in this aspect of Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell, it's not the same thing, bro. And then now this is why I asked you the load of the Boston Celtics at whole. How much do you think that Jaylen Brown takes on? So we said 4 players.
You
said what? 3 players, right? 3.
You can say 3. You can say 4 players.
Who's the 4?
Because I give Robert Williams the edge for playing defense. Because you have 2 DPOY caliber players on that team.
If you do it that way, it's gonna be 25%. Because it's 4 players, so it's 25%.
So now it's all right. So now it's 3. So even if you take Robin Williams out of it, I have him in it because he's a DPOY caliber player. Even if you take him out of it, does what he brings to the Boston Celtics, does it matches up with what Donovan Mitchell brings to the Utah Jazz?
Who?
Jaylen Brown. Do they loads match up? So if they do, now you're telling me Jaylen Brown carries 50% of that team. Would you say Jaylen Brown carries
50? It might be like 40, maybe 30.
Jaylen Brown carries 40% of that team.
Maybe. If you okay, let me put it this way: if you take Jaylen Brown off the team,
the most I give him is 35.
You give him 35. I'll take that. But I'm like saying, if you take Jaylen Brown off that team, how successful do you think that team is?
The same shit they did last year. They will make play-in and go to the first round.
And
But
if I
if I
take
think
Donovan
if I
Mitchell off the Jazz, how far do they go?
bro, them niggas is
In the
lottery.
lottery?
They are
Nah,
lottery, bro.
Nah, bro. I feel like without Jaylen Brown, like that team could potentially be out of the play-in, like a 6 or a 5 seed.
I
And
can't.
against teams like
The reason I don't agree with you is because um last year when Jalen Brown broke his finger against the New York Knicks, Jason Tatum still won the play-in games, still got to the first round, and still got himself a game, 50-point game.
yeah.
they're a weird duo. It's like one goes off and the other goes cold. They rarely go off together. That's why it's
Last year,
hard to
I feel
judge
like, I
them
mean, this year
sometimes.
this team has had Derek White. They got Robert Williams. They've got a couple other guys like that have helped them come off the bench and shooting. I don't know. I mean,
They're very
low
weird
key, I don't
duo.
know if this is like I don't know if this is my hot take or a hot take, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I
Maybe
was out there.
I don't know if like I was always weird. Like Marcus Smart winning DPOI was strange to me. It felt like no one talked about that shit until last week of the season. The DPOI was such a weird award this year. I don't know.
I feel like if Robert Williams doesn't get hurt, it goes to him.
Probably. So they gave it to the next dude, like on the team. Like I don't know. I thought Mikal Bridges would have gotten it, and like a lot of people like Jamie say that like he ain't like that on defense, but I mean,
He's the
from what
weakest link, according to Jamie.
I don't know, man. But he had a chance to. I was surprised. It didn't look like he was really checking Luka like that at all. That one series.
I don't know. We might have to take this to Clubhouse. Alex, is Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brown debate
Yeah.
because I want to hear people. Because
We might.
this man Rel just went on a whole tangent.
Right.
Rel, you down bad? If you can hear me.
Ro went to Walmart, did a whole ass shop.
I hope you kids learn something and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my man Alex for joining. He's
Nah,
gonna come back soon.
I had to go get food for my moms and pops and stuff like that.
Just interrupt my ending, right? You see, this is why you can't work with people. This is why.
But listen, no,
Next
no,
show,
no.
y'all won't see Rel because of what he just did. So don't expect to see him next show. Go ahead, Rel.
Oh, I'm here all the time, man. Every day of the week, man. But all jokes aside, bro. That Jalen Brown over Donovan Mitchell it was nasty.
No, we gonna go to club. Well, you don't be on Clubhouse. You made your guest appearance yesterday. Me and Alex said we're gonna make a room just to see what people say. I'm curious.
Nah, I was on there. I only really went on there to see what Jason was saying about the Warriors blowing that lead. But then when I seen where his attitude was going with it, I was like, yeah, I'm leaving.
Tech support said we need to wrap it up. Tech support says we need to wrap it up.
Tech support.
Yeah, that's tech support. She said wrap
Come
it
on,
up.
Alex, give me a nasty take. What's a nasty take?
I tech support. We wrapping it up,
Yeah.
right, boss?
I don't know. I mean, Middleton's better than Book.
Wow.
Bucks would have won that shit if Middleton was playing.
Facts.
I'm trying to think of a nasty ass take that I'm sleeping on.
Alex, we know you got him.
For the most part,
I'm
my
gonna-
takes are in line, but
I'm gonna say my one.
you got one still?
Oh yeah. I still got one. I always keep a nasty take up my sleeve.
Up my sleeve goes crazy. This man's chaotic.
Hold on, goddamn. Trying to think of any recent takes. Bro, I don't know, man. I gave you like my nastiest one, which is the Middleton shit. Everybody knows
I
mine.
got one, and Rel gonna hate it too. But go ahead, Alex.
Nah, go ahead if you got one. I'll think about this.
Listen, I'm thinking about this. Jerry West might be above Curry on all-time list. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm just saying. He might be ahead of him now.
Yeah, you
I think it's
nasty.
close, but nah, I think Curry's cleared him.
I don't know.
Yo, Josh, answer me one question. Is Curry 1-9?
Oh my God, here he go with this 1-9.
Did he let
Listen.
did
Let
he
me tell
let
you
a
something.
lesser point guard outplay him?
Let me tell you something. Did he go to 10 finals? Okay.
All right. Did Curry let a lesser point guard outplay him? Because y'all wouldn't say Will Clyde Frazier and Jerry West was on the same level.
I mean, did Curry ever do what this man Jay
Okay.
West did? I'm just asking, right?
Well, my nasty take is that
5-time all defensive. Curry don't even got
my
one of
my
those.
my nasty take is that Klay Thompson is better than Ray Allen.
That's disgusting on so many levels. And we're out of there on that note because this man just stunk up the whole room. Make sure y'all sub to the channel and be back.
Klay Thompson
Rel
is better
won't
than
be
Ray
here,
Allen
but
though.
I'll be here. Rel won't be here though. We kicking him off the show. He getting the boot. Any last words, Rel? Because this is your farewell tour.
Yeah. I ain't going nowhere, man. See me on Sunday. Will Clyde Frazier is better than Jerry West. I'm done.
You done,